Nation,
Let's
what is
go.
up? We're live.
That's right. Week number 5,
Week
by
5,
the way.
the final week of Youth Royale, and it's singles. It's singles for 6 games, John?
Yep, solos. Last week was
Ooh,
duos,
sheesh.
and now you don't need any team necessary. It's all on you.
That's
and,
right.
If we haven't met, my name is John.
And I'm Leighton.
And we are part of the Youth Nation. And we, over the last 5 weeks, have been with a partnership with MonsterDface and Practice Server, been hosting a competitive Fortnite series called Youth Royale. And it's named Series 1 because even though this is the last week,
it's not done. We're not done with it.
We're not done
with it.
You guys are going to have lots of opportunities to be competing with us all throughout the summer and into the school year. We definitely came upon an amazing community over these last 5 weeks. We've seen our Discord channel grow from 500 people to well over 2,000 now. We've seen people join eGROUPS. We've seen people get prizes. We've seen people get their first taste of earnings. And it would not be the same without you, our amazing community. So my question to you tonight is, why would you keep it to yourself? Let's share.
That's right.
Sharing
That's
is caring.
right, John. Make sure that you're sharing right now with everyone you know. And it's not even if you're not able to play, John. If you just want to come in and watch, maybe you catch us the next tournament that we have.
Absolutely.
You've got to share right now. Do it. Copy the link. Send it to a couple friends. It's super simple. Yeah,
and we are going to be gearing up tonight with 2 lobbies at a time. We did this 2 weeks ago, which means that we have the opportunity to let 600 individual players get a chance to win money tonight. We upped the ante in our final week, $1,200.
$1,200.
Every single game that you're playing in or watching will have $200 on the line. I remember when I was 17, I paid $250. That was about 20 years. No, it was like 11 years ago. I paid $250 just to enter the MLG Orlando Halo 3 tournament. And guess what? I didn't walk away with any money. Okay, so you have the opportunity with free of entry to do what young John only wishes he could have had.
And a lot of people say, hey, how do you do this? How does it make it profitable? It's not about profit.
No, it's not.
We do this out of the generosity of the people in our church who come to give to God every week. And so that's how we're able to
absolutely. The people that make up our organization, Elevation Church, are generous, and they literally give so that things like this can happen. I don't know that they ever thought that it would be Fortnite tournaments.
Not a shot. Not a shot.
But there's a lot about...
We didn't.
We didn't. There's a lot about our church that we never thought was going to happen, and here we are. Thank you guys all for being a part of this community. And actually tonight, what's going to be really, really cool is that we're going to be hearing from some people from the community. We're going to be bringing some people on for some interviews, some people who are new to the stream, people who are a part of the core team making it happen, and we'll even hear from the man himself, MonsterDface. So don't go anywhere. Hit that share button. My prayer, my hope is that we get to see 200 people in chat tonight, and it all can happen if we're posting on our social media, if we're texting people, if we're getting in the Discord and saying, hey, come over here, watch it in chat.
All right, but that's not all, John.
Oh,
you can
my gosh.
also win a headset tonight.
Yikers.
Yeah. John, why don't you let them know how we're doing this tonight? Last week, we kind of teased how we thought we were going to do it, and then we're like, you know what? This week we have a better idea.
Yeah, so basically, we ask you guys to share a lot, and we don't apologize for it, but at the same time, we want to honor those of you that do. So in order to enter in to win a headset tonight, all you got to do is on any social media account, tag at Elevation Youth or at Youth Nation Gaming.
Easy.
All right, invite friends. You could even ask our team in Discord. They would send you images to promote the stream. Our team does a great job trying to create things to let people know there's $1,200 on the line. Come watch, come play. So that's how we're giving away the headsets tonight. And before we get into game number 1, though, should we go into our first interview?
Oh, do you want to hit our first interview real quick?
Or
we save first interview because I heard that the battle bus just took off.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Well, it's almost about to take off.
It's gassing up.
What I'm gonna do though is call out a couple people in chat.
Oh, look, Walford Bro's got his headset. He says, John, I got the headset. Thank you.
Let's go.
First headset.
I see Dreamy in chat. Hi, Dreamy. Orzo, we know Orzo.
Yep. Shout out Orzo.
We also see Controlla. James, what's up, James? We see y'all. We're not just behind a desk with no chat. We see you guys in
absolutely.
chat. We are here, and we are about to head into game 1. It's about to happen, and then after that, we have an assortment of interviews. Do you think we should wait? Right?
Yeah. No, we should wait.
Yeah,
I trust you.
Right?
I trust you.
Do you trust me?
I trust you with my life. I trust you with my life.
Yeah.
Well, hey guys, seriously, it's been so much fun, and you're gonna see us get hype here in a little bit because this is the last time that these players have to compete to win in Youth Royale Series 1. We'll be back with more Youth Royales, but this is the first time. You never get this again, and we're gonna see the champions that have risen up. We've seen people like Dyslexic Aaron. We've seen people like Kenny G, and I also think of players like Ant, who has played consistently and placed well, but has yet to win a game.
Yet to win a game, and it's nuts. But regardless, we're going. Game
Let's
1
go.
of week 5.
Battle Bus is gassed
Youth
up.
Royale. Let's jump into it. Let's do this, Youth Nation.
Here
Let's
we
go.
go.
And we're starting off right away.
That's right. Corbex is going to be taking early shots, and that player just absolutely gives up. Not much of a hope there if you're stuck without a gun.
Yeah,
He's got the purple scar on there.
Corbex landed very far in unmarked POI, John. This is something we see very often with a couple of players, especially early on, John. And this is something when you're playing for money, you're going to want to drop somewhere that maybe not everyone's at, but you got a good loot pool, and that's exactly what Corbex did here, is dropping very, very far from everyone, let alone someone that we know very well last week winning a game. Kenny G is here, and I'm excited to watch this guy, that's for sure.
Yeah, and this is game 1, lobby 1. And so essentially like game number 2 that we're about to see is going to be happening pretty simultaneously here. Also saw in the kill feed that another well-known name, Bleepier, goes down early. So incoming to Discord and YouTube chat, going to be complaining about griefing, but just might not know how to drop. We see that Dyslexic Aaron is picking up kills in the kill feed, and he's playing way more aggressive than Best Killer 3577 is here. And we're going to take a look over here at game number 2. It's happening simultaneously, a whole nother lobby of players that we're watching. We'll be heading over to them here in just a second. Here's D-Season. We've seen this guy
Look
before.
at that, John. I just want to talk about how fast we got a second lobby matched up there. That's insane, but let alone in some trouble very early on. And this isn't great, John.
Yep. Thank you so much, Judy, for posting. And just like I said, you guys, Bleepier is complaining. He's heated. But we got Mason here snooping and stalking over some builds. Looks amazing. And he's going to be trying to take out D-Season here early on in the game.
Yeah, and John, he's just looking for a vulnerable moment at this point and maybe even waiting for a third party. If you look in your bottom right corner, there's a little map down there, and you can see there are a couple of other people nearby, so I think everyone's kind of just waiting on standby to start shooting first, start pushing first, start getting that W key action in, but so far just matting up, getting plenty of mats for any fight that may come here in the next couple of seconds. I mean, your car, John, someone's rotating a car, they're very useful, but DC, and there's Mason again, Mason getting out. He's running into someone in a bush, and he hits him for 70. Oh no, Mason, it happens to find. Oh no.
He said this taxi cab has one stop, and it's your face. Mason is getting clipped here. Low mats, gonna be caught in a tough fight. Not sure why he attempted to aggress with very little mats. It instantly gives the advantage he had absolutely no bearing whatsoever. As he's able to take 87 off of Argu, that's right above him, dropping his health past some of his initial shielding, and he is literally up against the wall. Here we go. Arglu is up top, looking to see if Mason is getting third party. Sees that he's getting pressed from multiple sides, going to be spamming out the metal here, but Mason is able to pop off on a mini pot. It's going to be huge for him as these players begin to move in. Mason's going to take his time here, getting some mats, sitting on 15 builds. Fortnite Forever, getting shot out, getting aggressive from multiple angles. So the thing about solos is that there's not really anyone else to have your back, but you better believe that there's going to be someone at your back. because people are constantly going to be looking for the easy third party, the easy opportunity to siphon off mats, to siphon off different weapons and shields. IQ Leaf here is just kind of out in the open, but he's not in any danger.
Yeah, John, this is a very, very congregated area. There's so many players near here, the Spire, and they're just barely in. I see a Laser 11 YT getting an Elam, but also going down right in the same way. And John, we're going to see a lot of different types of fights this week. It's solos, it's not duos. People are playing a little bit more aggressive, and here he is trying to get this edit here, trying to get that shot, and down he goes. Fortnite Forever ends up on top, taking out that name.
Yeah, 100%, dude.
I don't know what his name is.
It's an interesting thing. You know, maybe later in the month we will do a stream with some people in the community, as well as using our own brand expertise to just encourage players if they're looking to make a splash in the Fortnite community. They need to have a name that you can at least pronounce. We see our man Blades there off into the distance. TC Fishy off in the distance, and we're gonna go back over to game one, and we're right into a fight. Oh, it's Cameron versus an NPC. Calm down. It's just an NPC, but he is absolutely getting kind of dumpstered by this computer player. We see that the chat is really starting to pop up. Thank you everyone for sharing, and let's keep it going. We're looking for people all night long who are willing to tag Youth Nation Gaming or Elevation Youth on Twitter and Instagram, and you can do that by sharing the stream, sharing the link, and telling people to get in here and watch. And you don't have to just do it for people on your social media. You can do it in Discord as well.
If you really pay attention that top left corner to any elims that are kind of going through the kill feed, you should pay attention. You never know who you're going to see down there, but it's Mako trying to get into this box, not able to do it, ends up getting absolutely smacked with the shotgun, trying to back off, get some heals off, and now getting third-partied from another team. Mako is in trouble, holding that wall, trying to get out of here, trying to move around, make sure he has all these walls. He has to take these mini pots right here, John. These mini shields in that big pot, he's got to be able to get these off, and I'm not sure if he's going to be able to do it. It's Mako starting to move on this one person, but he has a third party who's just sitting off on the hill, and if in your top left corner, there's that dyslexic Aaron getting elims. He's alive. He's in game one, ladies and gentlemen. He's here. Yeah,
the young man from Ireland who has definitely made his splash and honestly won over some hearts here in the Youth Nation. And what's exciting about this type of players, this is not the last time we're going to see him. I imagine we'll get to see dyslexic Aaron in many Youth Nation tournaments to come.
I love being able to see the bouncer play, John. It's so nice now that they are back in arena. As you can see, people are starting to stack up on those bad boys, but really useful rotation and all. He's actually I felt like for a second Mako was trying to bait Mr. Morty into a fight, but I don't think, yeah, he's still trying to do this, John, and you can see he's looking around for him, no idea where this guy is, but that third party, John,
yep,
they're not there anymore.
No, and that's going to be their saving grace there, is that every now and then when someone attempts a third party and aggression, they just realize it's probably not worth the risk, and you might be literally sitting there in your box or up against a tree going, I hope they don't push me, and you just get lucky enough, and Mako's literally doing the little things, the small things to edge out as many chances as he can from getting knocked out of game number one.
Yeah, absolutely, John. Mako sitting there getting a couple of those apples, but I guess the problem, John, he didn't box up, so it kind of scares me a little bit that he would sit out like that.
Yep, and Carter Sleepy is definitely not any sleepy as he's moving in a truck here, sitting on 2 kills. Here we go back into game number 2. Got Kyler Anon sitting on a pretty decent loadout there. Ali, you want to tell us about that item in the middle of his tool set there?
Well, we just moved to yes, or yeah, it's a yes tie. So we're not able to talk about that guy's loadout, unfortunately. But again, with the bouncers, John, it's going to be a big move for a lot of these players today. You know, unvaulting something like that is mega important to the meta of the game, and we're going to see games play a lot faster, John. I think in your top left corner, you see the player count. There's 49 alive, and that's pretty weak for two circles in, John. And I think we're going to see that number continue to dwindle very quickly in those first 2 circles.
Yeah, and really what we're seeing here in these first couple of games is people are just feeling out the meta. Even if you've been playing all day, you haven't been playing against these people. People always play a little bit different in a competition. And Mark is actually going to get
down to
knocked
an NPC.
out. This is not good. This is not what we thought was going to happen whenever you see a player going up against an NPC. But again, I'd like to remind all of you that these tournaments, they're not just for the up-and-coming FNCS gods. They're for just the everyday, normal people who just want to play some Fortnite. I love seeing all the activity in chat and in Discord tonight. We are popping off. It's been a great night here in week number 5. Getting word right now that we got a fight over in game number 1 later.
That's right, John. And IBN is who we're tracking in on here, right outside of Weeping Woods. And we got 30 seconds, John, until this storm starts to move. Everyone at home, look at your bottom right corner. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people are going to be rotating through this area, and I'm stressed out for all of them.
Yeah, I mean, as these circles close in, we've seen this week after week after week, and anyone who is no stranger to Fortnite, but if you are, I'm about to educate you. Every time that storm gets on moving, it puts players closer in contestation to each other. It means that they're not going to have as much space to avoid each other. It means that they are going to have to step up and put their money where their mouth is and go at someone's throat.
Absolutely, and here we go. WQ now getting shot out of using that vehicle to rotate a lot easier, but still gets absolutely beamed, and that's the risk you're taking, John, when you do stuff like that. And WQ now getting shot out. He's down 50 health, and he is on the ropes trying to get back, make sure he owns all these walls. Only building on wood for now, John. He's sitting
excellent builds here, building multiple layers, making his enemy have to guess for it, and buying himself some time, but it looks like he's getting shot from behind. Waldo here is just taking his time. He's able to get the health pot off, and this is kind of a big miss by IBN. I think IBN's going to really pay for this, despite having a strong start. When you let a player juke you like that, it's normally a sign that even though you might got the jump on them, they're going to have the final word.
Absolutely. Here we go. IBN trying to grab these walls, though. And here we go. He gets that edit, and this could be big for him. He's going to need another edit still. He just keeps getting out of there. WQ is just on the W key backwards. And here we go. Another little stinkfish. And that's just to relocate the enemy, John. And you can see IBN gets out of there. Kind of mask the sound as well. WQ trying to hold these builds. This is bad. This is really bad for both of these players, John. The storm is at their back. 30 seconds. And look at the mini-map. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They're about to get third party, John.
Yep, and this is what's going to happen all night long, Leighton, is there's no safe corner of this map in solos. No one has your back but you. So you've got to keep your head on a swivel. You've got to have that shotgun ready, and you've got to be willing to fight.
Oh my, 94, and that's it for WQ. IBN ends up on top. IBN now getting third-partied by everyone sitting in the storm or in the circle already. IBN is not. Oh no, he's gonna get shot out here. This is gonna be big damage. Oh man, this is scary. And this is the problem, John, with rotating late. People are already waiting for you. Fudge taking shots at IBN, sitting pretty clean again. That storm, it's gonna move.
Yeah, it's going to keep on moving there, and you can't always predict, and really almost never can you predict where it's going to go. All you can predict is that it's going to move. And we are actually going to keep on moving ourselves. We're going to get back over to game number 1, check out the action there, because we want to keep you guys informed on the 200 players that have already competed in just under 20 minutes. This is what I love about Fortnite, Leighton, is no other game gives us this ability to have this many people involved.
That's right. We also have to give a huge thanks to Practice Server, MonsterDface, and all the people who make this happen, because holy cow, is this not one of the coolest things we've ever done?
Yeah, absolutely. This has been a bright spot. We're looking to continue to produce more esports events with our friends here. They truly are the best in the biz.
This is a fun circle, John. Genki sitting up here near the near circle edge, but look at how open all these areas are, John. There's not a lot of elevation change in this area other than that water in the mini map. But Tactical also trying to box up, get some heals off. Kind of scary doing it under a roof. And that could go wrong. Still, I love seeing all of the bouncer plays, and you're going to see another one right here for rotation. And this is huge, really big. It's able to get you from one spot to another very quickly and not take any damage. But here we go, starting to take some stink damage. Again, the stinks are so important. They relocate your player. View sitting clean on builds and heals. This is going to be a very chaotic last few circles.
So we're getting some questions here in chat. New people are joining, both in Discord and YouTube. They're wondering how does the game look like that? How are we live streaming a custom? Well, because of our work with our partners at Practice Server, we're able to get the observation, the spectator client of Fortnite. So we're able to see angles of the map. We're able to see features that you wouldn't normally see, even if you're going back into replays. And so a lot of the things that you see, that players' names being highlighted, seeing where everyone is on the map, that's not what the players in the game are seeing. In fact, all they see is what's right in front of them and that storm that's ever closing in.
So many players still alive. 34 on circle 5. 15 seconds till that circle does start to move. And after this circle, we will be moving to moving circles. And that's going to be scary. But for now, we're going to go transition. Let's look at game 2. Let's see what's going on elsewhere. Clark already sitting in that third circle. You can see they started a little bit later. And right there, new circle right outside of Slurpee. Ooh, this is going to be... we see Dr. Phoenix is in there. Auto-click is also in there. A lot of people we've seen before. Clark taking shots with that bow, trying to find anything he can.
Yeah, and I know I'm like a broken record saying this, but I love the bow being introduced back into the meta. I think there's just something better about a game that has a close quarter solution as well as a long-range threat. And that's what I think the bow does in a way that not even the sniper did. It adds a balance and a flow to the game that I just think makes it so much more fun to watch.
Definitely. It's definitely one of my favorites. Clark's looking probably like he sees that he's on stream. Dyslexic Aaron sitting right over there by street level in Slurpee Swamp. So much action. Again, This is what we're seeing in these early circles and these mid circles. Not a lot of people moving right now or W-King. Everyone's kind of playing for money, John. Yep. And right here, we see someone getting W-Keyed. Fudge is now getting server focused mostly. No one's pushing this guy. They're just all shooting at one player. And this happens often. If someone in the game, if multiple people just kind of have groupthink and just start shooting all at the same person, Fudge, not great for Fudge. And Fudge is one shot now. He's holding those auto builds as much as he can, and that's going to be it for Fudge.
Down. Spice is going to go ahead and get the kill, and with it, the siphon. You see, when a player is getting shot out like that, there's going to be an instant desire to gang up on them, because whoever gets that easy kill is going to walk away with an extra little shield and an extra little health, and they're definitely going to be hungry for those easy kills.
Well, for now, John, we're going to go ahead and head into game 1. Let's see what's going on over here. We see Viewed also starting to rotate. Here we go. These moving circles are now about to get very chippy. 20 people alive, and you're seeing people take shots at very far stuff, but you got to capitalize on the movement, John. When that circle starts to move, you've got to be looking for people who rotate early, and right into the box. Unfortunate gets that Elim on View. Holy cow. Unfortunate knew exactly where he was. Predicted every movement. That's what I'm talking about. That type of game sense to know that someone's about to rotate or they're kind of just hiding in that box. Unfortunate makes that very unfortunate for Viewed.
Absolutely. He's going to take his name and he's going to make them feel it. Unfortunate here is going to kind of take a drop to mid-ground. Not sure what he's really thinking here, Leighton, but Sheesh Jaden is going to get absolutely sandwiched here. Scissor kick to the face as we are getting down to the last couple of circles, and this is where Fortnite gets really interesting. This is not going to be your grandmother's sewing kit. This is going to be a bloodbath. There is going to be players who are on top of each other at every height, every level of the game, and the question is which one is going to come out on top with the Vic Royale and with $200.
Well, I'll tell you who ends up with that money, John. It's whoever's sitting high ground. I've got to find out who it is. Apollo sitting ultimate low. I see Furtick going down to Spirit School and the kill feed, but everyone's kind of just getting ready for this next circle. Again, it's moving so fast. You have to decide where you're going to go, how you're going to rotate very quickly. but I don't know who's sitting high, John. Could it be this Kiz right here?
Yep, I don't know. He's gonna get shot out from Apollos. Apollos is taking his time, knows that he has a really good angle. Spirit School is gonna be here with the flame bow and the blue pump. Gonna be shooting someone low ground, but gets tanked from up top and gets knocked out very easily by Lyria's Sting. Shady FNBR is going to be building towards the top here, Leighton, and I really like the movement of this player sitting.
Oh no!
And just as I say it, he gets some big shots on him. It's going to be a huge detriment to his health.
4 people still alive. That's 3 other than Shady. And you see him up top, that whoever's controlling high ground, and down goes Lyrics. Lyrics goes down to YouTube Shady. It's now a 2v, or it's a 1v1v1.
Luke, 3 players
Blue side also
here.
sitting mid-ground. Here it is, Unfortunate sitting ultimate high, and Unfortunate beams him, not able to make that rotation up.
Yeah, that's right here. And as Lucy and Unfortunate are battling, they've kind of lost track of Shady, but Shady says, hey, you might have forgotten about me, but here I am, taking out Lucy with the easy headshot, the Nick Merckx tack gun right to the face, and even though he's on the bottom, I think he's about to be on top. Shady is going after Unfortunate, who is just absolutely abandoning high ground to take the fight lane. I don't know what he's doing.
He has plenty of time. He had plenty of heals,
but
oh no!
Unfortunate makes it look easy, turning the game around from
What
bottom,
in
from
the
low
world?
ground. Unfortunate, completely throwing the better positioning, and we're heading back into game number 2, the second game of tonight. Right back into the action. Huge congratulations to the winners there. Shady, great job. Unfortunate, you hate to see it. And like we said earlier, that's a bow shot, Leighton. Blues sitting high ground, obviously has a lot of experience in the game, but is no friend of the bow and isn't immune to a long-range headshot and gets absolutely wiped off the face of the earth.
Well, it's just unfortunate. You've got to be looking for that, especially now that bows are so popular and so many people carry them. You can't be sitting out there that long. And we're looking at JST sit ultimate low here and see people rotating outside of the storm. JST's going to pick up on that. He kind of messes up his jump right there, not able to full W key that. That's going to be very unfortunate. Nonetheless, he's now out of builds, John. He held down that right click and now getting pushed by 2 people. Down goes JS2. To Stir Fry, Loco, Stir Fry, X2 all still alive, and down goes X2 as I say it. Stir Fry trying to get some heals off, only sitting just under 150, and 17 people still remaining. This circle is moving, and it's moving over some very unusual ground, John. It's moving back into some builds, and Stir Fry trying to just make his way through this. You see, he has to take down all these walls. They're not his. None of this is his. It's very scary. Someone could be hiding under a ramp, but nonetheless, Stir Fry trying to get out of this mess here. 16 still alive. Orzo, we've seen multiple times Nino going down to Orzo, and down goes Stoner, and Vanish also still alive. So much happening. Make sure you're looking at that top left kill feed. You can see your favorite player, whoever you're rooting for, but nonetheless, it is starting to dwindle down. There are only 11 alive, and we are on the 8th circle, John.
Yep, that's right. And the 8th circle here is, as you can see in the mini-map, it's really all that there is left. It's the circle. That storm is completely taken over. And Orzo here just looking so good up top.
He's too high, John. He's got to drop. And this is why bouncers are huge. He's able to hit a bouncer and just jump down, and down goes MonsterDface.
And drops MonsterDface so easily. The bouncer giving Orzo the flexibility and functionality that he needs to get down where normally he would have been shot out. He is able to shut someone else down. Orzo's looking great here as we finish game 2.
It could still happen at any moment if he's not able to get that bouncer down, but Orzo's sitting high, and this is looking to be really good for him. A 6 alive, someone trying to make a play on him, and it's 52 down to 30 health, and Carter is now on the back pedal. He's not able to successfully push, and Vanisher ultimate low, 5 still alive, and this is starting to get chippy, John. I don't love it. I don't love Orzo's positioning. We're starting to move out from over water, and he may have a getaway just in case he gets shot out. Orzo starting to rotate, tarping in, doing whatever he can, and now starting to go down a couple of levels, and people are just fighting by themselves. Orzo doesn't need to partake in any of this, John. None of this.
Yep, that's absolutely right, Leighton. And he's 2 people away from being the winner of game number 2 and $200.
There it
and
is.
He gets the
shot
shot
out
out here, losing about 50 health. He's going to really miss that because the storm is ticking at 10.
No.
He's got to stay in the eye of the storm, otherwise he is out of here. 1 player left, fighting from low ground again. I can't see his name, but Orzo has a little bit of build, has a little bit of shield. He's going to be looking to hit that headshot. 148 heading, and Orzo is literally on the edge of the knife. He's got to hit this shot.
Oh, he's got to get out.
And he goes out.
No way.
Oh my gosh, what an amazing strategy
What in
from
the
Pacer.
world?
He uses the stinkfish to push him back into the storm and takes advantage of his incredibly low health. That is the most 200 IQ 5-head play that we have seen in Youth Royale. Give that man an honorary master's degree because he just showed something different in game number 2.
John, this is why I love seeing the meta of bouncers. It changes everything. Orzo was too confident. He's like, I got plenty of builds. I got everything. Ends up going down to fall damage. Absolutely tanks that. And that's not something that you can do, man. That's not.
Goodness.
But Piercer, holy cow, man. What a shot.
Yeah,
I don't know what to. I don't know what to. I don't know what to think.
Well,
I don't know.
We're 2 games into the night already, Leighton, and it's been amazing. And we have such a jam-packed program here in the next about hour here. I want to encourage you to share the stream. Let everyone know in Discord that they need to be at the official Youth Royale live stream. We're giving away HyperX gaming headsets here in the chat, and for those who are sharing the stream and tagging at Youth Nation Gaming on Instagram and at Elevation Youth on Twitter. And our team is looking through those submissions. It's going to pick some of our favorite ones. But we want to take a moment here to interview somebody from the community. We have had literally, sometimes if you've heard a pastor say thousands before, they're not being accurate, but we have had thousands of people come through Youth Royale and seen our Discord community grow. And this young man that we're about to interview is one of those people. We are going to talk to Marky Mouse. Who is one of the winners of one of our recent games. What is up, Marky Mouse? How are you, bro?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Dude, I'm doing great. I'm literally shook. Did you see that stinkfish play, man? Like he made Orzo bop out into the storm. That was amazing. Have you ever done anything like that?
Nah.
Well, hey, you. I want to hear a little bit about yourself. You know, where are you from in the United States? And how old are you? How many competitive tournaments have you found yourself in so far?
So a little bit about me. I like playing Fortnite competitive tournaments in the Fortnite tab, and I do okay in them. I don't do like amazing, but you know, I give it my best shot. I'm from Texas, and I am 14 years old.
Let's go, Texas. Let's go. That's where Leighton is from, and so many of our viewers. And so, Marky Mouse, you found some success though in Youth Royale. What have been some of your top, your favorite moments about yourself? I'm giving you permission to brag on yourself a little bit. What have been some of the most fun and most proud moments you've had for yourself here in Youth Royale?
So I actually won one of the games in, I think it was week 3 or week 2 in one of the solo games.
Let's go.
I think it was game 2. It was the 1v1 versus Blues. He had no mats, and I just sprayed him down, and I won.
Let's go.
That moment was...
Did it feel good seeing Blues get head dinked by that bow there in game number 1? I don't know if you caught that, but
yeah, I saw that.
Yeah,
You should have been more aware.
I know he's sitting high ground, and sometimes it's just like you're sitting high ground and you just feel so good. You're about to like spray people down, and you get knocked. Mark, what would you say to somebody who is maybe nervous about starting to play in competitive tournaments? Maybe they're nervous to play in this tournament because they feel like it's a waste of time, because they might not win, or they're just nervous about how it's all going to turn out. What would you say to them?
Well, in the end, it's not only just for winning, it's just for having fun. So just give it your best chance and just hope you do well and don't get nervous.
Yeah, that's great. So let me ask you this: when we're streaming other games and when we're coming back with other tournaments, are you going to be a part of the Youth Nation moving forward, Marky Mouse?
Oh, for sure. No matter what the game is.
Let's go.
It's really been
Let's go. Well, we're planning on streaming some Minecraft here coming up, doing some competitions and really just some content playing there with our friends Leighton and Gabe. Later in the month too, let me know what you think about this, is we thought we'd do a couple of streams, some more chill streams dedicated to like reviewing people's setups or their like highlight reels, like where players could submit like, here's my gaming setup or here's like some of my highlights, and we could kind of like put a spotlight on people who are trying to grow their platform and get more seen. What do you think about that?
Yeah, that sounds amazing.
Yeah, that's dope. Well, hey, let me ask you this one final question here, and then I know you want to get ready to play tonight, right? Are you ready to get in some games there and play?
Actually am.
Yes, let's go. Hey, how did you find, like, tell us about the moment. How did you find the Discord? How did you find the tournaments? Who told you? How did you get here, Marky?
So I'm in a bunch of like scrim discords because I like to practice and just hang out with my friends. So through the KNG, Kangarna Scrims Discord, they were like, hey, go check out Elevation YTH for fun tournaments. I was like, all right, I'll give it a chance, and now I'm here.
That's great.
Awesome.
And so had you ever heard of Elevation or Elevation Youth at all before seeing that message?
No, I actually have not.
Yeah,
Crazy.
that's dope.
That's so cool.
Hey, we just wanted to say, man, we wanted to honor you, Marky, because we just love new people joining the community. You know, like we're not just about, like, we shout out people like Bleep here, you maybe heard us say, or you know, like some of our mods in chat. We love our regulars, but bro, like you're what makes this place, and we're so glad that you're part of the community. And man, we look forward to being a part of helping you get as far as you want to in esports, bro.
Yeah.
Like we've got your back, we're cheering you on, and I can't wait to shoutcast you. Hopefully, taking a win off of somebody even tonight.
Thank you so much.
Hey, any final words you want to say to everyone watching?
For everyone playing tonight, just good luck and try your best. And even if you don't win, you can always try again next time.
That's
Let's
right.
go.
Well, we're going to sign off here with Marky Mouse. Thanks so much, man. We'll see you in the games.
Wow, that's awesome, dude. That's
Yeah.
so cool, man. I
Absolutely.
think we forget about that there's people on the other side of every little player that we see. There's a kid on every other side of that. So thanks again to Marky Mouse. Big fan, man.
Yeah, I see DC Season in here, or DCZN. Tell us how to pronounce your name, bro, so we can keep casting it correctly. But we've had so much fun in here, and I think we're gonna get into game number 3 here. And we're getting the lobbies filled up for that. Later tonight, we're going to hear from our friend MonsterDface. We're going to be interviewing him.
Yep.
And then we have one more special interview from one of the people that actually makes this happen from behind the scenes. But
Person's in my e-group.
yeah.
amazing.
Spoiler alert!
Spoiler alert!
And hey, go ahead right now. Take an opportunity to share the stream. Right now, I've been seeing our Discord team kind of be talking about this goal that they have, that to Operation 200, to see 200 people in the chat
Operation 200.
and popping off
great.
in here. And really, just as this community grows, it grows our opportunity to put a shine on other people's platforms, and help them really go as far as they want to with esports.
Absolutely.
Whether it's just a kind of casual thing, or if they want to try to go all the way to Booga level.
Right, which is why you need to share this right now with your friends, because your friends may be wanting to do that.
Yes.
And they may not have told you.
Yes.
So that's why you need to share. Share with everyone you know right now.
Yep.
Even a friend that you're like, I could not share with that person. Don't go share with them. Don't say that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm done ranting about it.
And let them know if they're in the Discord right now and they're just waiting for the code, they might as well come over and watch the official live stream of Youth Royale right over here on the Elevation Youth YouTube. And if you're watching us for the very first time, make sure to subscribe and like this video, because we're producing all sorts of content. And Elevation Youth is the youth ministry of Elevation Church, and we exist to develop youth who influence culture. We think that there's a lot of things that are messed up about our world, and we want to help resource, develop, mentor, inspire, and encourage some young people who want to do something about it. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
right.
what we're all about.
Do something about it.
Do something about it.
About it. Last I heard, John, that battle bus was filling up. We're still waiting. Hey, things happen. Tech happens. Tech is always tech.
Yeah.
And something's always going to be, you know.
That's right. If you're part of the Youth Nation, do us a favor and don't just post and don't just spam. Personally invite some people and say, hey, come check out the stream. Literally, if every person did it, it would increase the community. And the more our community grows, the more we're able to invest back into the community. We have big dreams, Pro-Am streams, things with influencers, and even working with scholarships and so many future things. But that's why we want this community to grow. We're not trying to build a platform for us. We're trying to build a platform for you guys.
That's right. And that's why I love seeing Mark and even the kid who won today, the 2 kids who won today, like, this is so awesome. We're doing this, and we upped the ante for week 5. But hey, if you're in chat, when you're here, part of the Youth Nation Cheer Squad, let me know who you're rooting for. Let me know who you want to see. We may be able to work that out.
Let's go.
Chat, we see you. We see T Mickey. I see you.
I'm just getting
It's
word
Mako.
that we're actually about to get underway with game number 3.
That's correct.
And so I'm going to say goodbye to everyone on the Discord stage.
This is cool. I love that. That is so neat.
I know. Those are the moments why you're like, this is why he's my best friend.
Me?
Yeah.
You and me?
Yeah, when I do something like that,
and I say,
like that,
and then I compliment you.
In your head, you're like, "This is why I love him."
Oh, I thought it was okay. I thought you were like, "Oh, this is why I like." This reminds me of wanting to be your best friend whenever you compliment me, like when I compliment you, which feels like that would.
Oh yeah, no, it's part of it. That was kind of like what we were saying. We're kind of saying like an Inception version.
Yeah, I
a
see.
Tenet version.
Because I got you. A Tenet version.
Yeah.
Yo, what's up, Obi? I see you guys in chat, ganked. Pure smiles. What's up, guys?
Yeah.
Just hold on for us. We're getting all ready, and I've heard. And I don't know. This is just something that I've heard.
Something that I've heard.
That the battle bus is off.
That's
it's
right.
taken off.
Chat is sitting at 130 people in it. Let's continue to share. Even if they didn't get the code, make sure that they get invited to watch the official Youth Royale live stream.
Yep.
And we are going to cast our faces off here in game number 3. The halfway mark of the tournament.
Yep.
Here we go.
Just like we said, we're back in it, and Bryce is contested at gas station. This is a little very scary. Holly Hedges generally a pretty hot job, and beautiful shots by Bryce. Bryce is full W key on this. That's what I'd be doing. Hits all those fuel tanks, and Rewinski is now in some trouble, John. Bryce X trying to move around. He has what it takes, but oh no, Rewinski gets pops some minis, and this is bad for Bryce X. He's gonna have to disengage this. I don't think he knows that now, and goes down, and that's what happens. You never know what floor loot is there, and Rewinski gets some minis to pop and ends up being the reason he wins that.
Yeah, and I just saw that Obi, who is a great person
he's
here
in.
from
He's
Charlotte,
in. I saw
in
that.
the game.
Let's go.
If we're able to check out Obi here, I would love to put some shine on him. He's part of our Ballantyne campus. But shout out to everyone who got into game number 3. I think Bleep Year's dead already. Bleep Year, I'm not sure, man. I feel like you don't practice in between weeks, and then you expect to do the same level as if you were playing sweaty all the time.
Yeah, that's classic Bleep here. Nonetheless, Stir Fry not alone in Craggy Cliffs. There are 2 other people here, and we saw Stir Fry, John, a little bit earlier. And in your top left, look at that. YouTube, it's Mako still alive, taking out Oust. But no, we saw Stir Fry earlier in game 1. With some decisive play, kind of hung around there towards in-game, but you can see he wants nothing to do with this. He's getting out of here, and I think this is a wise decision, John. This storm may not be close, and you got 2 minutes till that circle starts moving.
Yeah, and that 2 minutes creeps up on you faster than you would think. It seems right about the time where you feel like you're in a good groove farming, you start to get touched by the storm. And a lot of these players here are kind of banking on that a little bit. It's a little bit of the meta to tank some storm damage with the med kit, because it's more worth it to get better loot here. As we're tuning into Geo here, back over to Cryptic Warrior. Just a nice, savvy day at the beach. I'd love that for myself, Leighton, not going to lie.
Specifically after the blackout. But hey, nonetheless, we're still here, and Cryptic's by himself over here. But not for long. There's a couple of people over there. Cryptic trying to remain quiet. See if he can get some fish here. We just saw Stir Fry rotate near this area, and they're very close, but none the less cryptic, trying to stay near beach. And here we go. They're gonna fight each other, John. These guys are bound to fight each other. It's destined. And I don't know if you want to do this early on. I don't think you want to do it. There's still 79 alive.
No, absolutely. And it takes a lot of confidence or a lot of stupidity to push that hard in game, in the beginning of a game here. And as we turn into Spice Kia. Guys,
everyone's names, guys. You guys got to get better. You guys, these names aren't good. Dude. Oh, taking shots.
Yeah.
Probably because of his name.
I want to show you guys some correlations here. Booga, Clicks, Nick Merckx,
Tifu,
Ninja, Tim the Tap Man, Dr. Lupo.
Very easy, memorable.
Yeah,
you want memorable names.
Q,
Dyslexic
C.
Aaron.
Yeah, even that. That's how you know. So if you guys are looking to get remembered, Bonks here is going to win because he has a better name. Might be down shields, but he's going to win.
Straight into his wall, John.
Bonks doesn't care because he knows his name is better. And Sky is still going to get knocked because his name is bad. And Bonks is going to absolutely make short work here of the kid with 200 health, but a really unclear name. And there it is, folks. The prophecy has gone out. The caster hand of death. And Bonks is going to keep us moving in the right direction there of simplicity.
Yeah, that's
Sins on Tinder. That's actually the name of my forthcoming book. Writing about the current woes of young millennials who are too old to be Gen Z, but are too young to be a boomer. Their #1 struggle, Sins on Tinder.
Sins chilling around in, oh, well, not anymore. Near one of our favorite places, John, Boney Burbs, dude. Boney Burbs.
Bone Suburbs, YouTube TV swept. Even this is better. TV swept. Love to see it. Baby K. And
he takes him out. Baby Cash ends up taking out Glowwatch, Rewatch, and now it's just TV Swept and Baby Cash. So let's see if TV Swept stays around. I think he's going to do this. But, John, this doesn't feel wise. That circle is moving, and we've seen it before. People who rotate late end up getting focused by the lobby, and TV Swept needs to start moving right now if he's not going to do it. I think he's going to do it, John. He needs that 50. He needs that siphon, so we may see a full W key on this. Big shots. That may take TV Swept off. Will it? It won't. TV Swept still wants this fight, and he could get shot out here trying to make sure he stays ultimate high. Oh, Baby Cash is full W key, full, and now they get height. TV Swept is trapped in a box. This is what happens when you're taking your time healing. TV Swept has got to stay focused here. TV Swept trying to get height and big shots.
18. Little head dink there, gonna get kind of unlucky, but then gets the luck right back because with a green pump at range, he's gonna take off some big shields from Baby Cash, and Baby Cash is looking kind of scuffed. Gonna have the opportunity to take some minis, and if my name's not John, then it looks like Swept has a better advantage over here. And we got our mini map there telling us that these two players are uncontested.
Man. This is going to take forever. This is 2 minutes long. This is they may stay here the entire circle, John. There's 2 minutes till that circle starts closing. Nonetheless, I just heard that we have some action elsewhere, and we're going to keep moving around the map just like TV Swept is getting out of here. But there's still some other action in Game 4 right now. Sheriff Cat trying to get some shots, making sure he holds that wall. It's so important that you maintain that edit. Tries to get that ramp flipped the other way just in case that wall does go down to him. Sometimes it's not always skill. Sometimes it comes down to ping. But nonetheless, Sheriff trying to get that medkit off. And this is bad. He's at 29 health. Oh, no. And it just takes a little shot from Coldy. It's all it took. Coldy ends up on top in this area, chilling in circle.
Yeah, you have a Sheriff Cat that lives at your house.
I call her that. I call her Sheriff Cat.
She kind of runs the house there. Shout out Zoe. Hashtag.
If you're watching, how'd you turn the TV on?
Can we get some cat sponsors for hashtag Zoe? We will be making our first influencer debut here with the Youth Nation Gaming with some cat apparel for Zoe.
Coldy moving around near the spire. There still seems to be a couple of people chilling on height, and there it is. There's that hit. And Coldy, hopefully, we'll give him Godspeed there. Hopefully he ends up making that rotation.
Yep,
looking at Eric of Woods.
Taking his time, likes his AR setup, probably looking for a better shotgun And he might just be securing himself one right now as the blue pump comes in. Going to be hoping for some big shields as well so he can top off to 200 in both shield and health. And we're making our way around the map here. We just want to see all the different players here as we see Locust take down Obi in the chat. RIP to Obi. But Cody, we believe in you.
Dr. Phoenix in your kill feed, we saw him a couple weeks ago, still on top. And Tyler's trying to rotate in the water, but doesn't understand that Cody can just build on top of this mountain. Cody's now going to full W key push this. This is easy, and this is free for him. Tyler just doing what he can to build behind him and get away, but he's just about one shot. This could be bad. Cody trying to get that accuracy on, and there he goes. 31 down. Sayonara, Tyler. Cody ends up on top, 2 elims, 73 builds. Gonna go get some free builds. I don't know how much resources that person has, but Shorba is in a bit of a mess and gets 145 with that pump, but it's not enough. Sorry, Shorba. Blues
There goes
barely
Blues.
alive, man.
Yeah.
Blues, we've seen Blues multiple times. I don't know how he's pulling it off, but
Yeah.
he is, John.
Yeah, he's getting his on-stream vengeance here, Leighton. We saw him get absolutely demolished earlier in the night, and he is back here to get on after that #1 spot. Love seeing all the new players here in the lobby. You know, we're trying our best each and every single night of Youth Royale to give as many people the chance to play. This is not always an opportunity that everyone gets because the codes can only go to so many people, and normally there's anywhere from 1,000 to 2,000 people in the Discord. Tuning in here with Devour hiding, a player who is absolutely on the edge here, but he's got his opponent right where he wants him. Break through the box, and it's going to come down to who can hit the flick, and it is not Devour. His enemy is going to hit that better pump shot, and PWA Hype is literally on one right now. He's Hype himself, and we're going to actually go check back over to Game 3. You might not have known it, but we are already in Game 4. We got 2 games here running, 200 players playing at a time. Sins on Tinder taking out Locust, LOL. Goodbye, O'Laurel from our Matthews campus. You hate to see it, but he keeps on fighting. Rowinski is going to be popping off with the Knicks Mercs Boom Boom, and he's going to be trying to take down his much weaker opponent and really start to gain some momentum here in Game number 3. I believe this is one of the first times I've ever seen him get all the way into the box. 88, and he is big gone. And his opponent was able to take some off of him, but really not enough to make any kind of noticeable difference. Can we get a couple of hashtag Operation 200s in the chat? Mods, we're with you. You guys are setting the goal, and we want to help you see it happen. It's a matter, it's really going to come down to, is chat going to help make it happen? Community team, we see you, and we've got your back.
Nitro Dab sitting in circle, has his little box up and just trying to take shots at whoever it could be. We see we're jumping all around the map, and TTV sitting in, Wager is sitting in his bush, and I hate to spoil it, but no one's around him, so I don't think he's not gonna get any elims in that bush. But we're just moving around, and Kenny G I see right here in this area near Weeping Woods, and this could be interesting. So many people in this area, 53 still alive, and we're on circle 2 only. So we'll see if this holds up. Stir Fry, we see, ends up making it out alive from that rotation, and very quickly tries to edit and get in that box, but it's too quick. JV ends up chilling ultimate height here in this little area. Still a lot of people in this area. I don't think anyone wants to start fighting each other because it could get nasty. Plenty of heals for Stir Fry.
Yeah, and this is exactly where a player like this wants to be, in the middle of the action, but not under attack. Sometimes you actually feel more scared not hearing or seeing anything because you're like, I'm bound to get snuck up on, I'm bound to get an engagement, but at least I know where people are, and I'd rather them be fighting each other than them fight me. But he's actually so close to a player that I don't even know if he knows it.
Yeah,
He's got to hear the edits, right?
I feel like he knows it, and this is kind of that unspoken word that, hey, we're just going to leave each other alone for a second because we know once we start fighting, everyone starts fighting. So I think that's definitely the pro move. You know, if you don't make them angry, they won't make you angry. Let's just all chill until that 6th circle, okay?
Yeah, absolutely. We got Reaper521 here on YouTube, and it's exactly the reason why we want to just continue to grow the community here, because this guy's trying to grind on YouTube, and we want to help him out. And he's looking by the look of his stats here, is rather new to arena and to competitive games like this. But you know what? Maybe we'll see a young legend rise up tonight. He's pretty quick with the edits. Is he smurfing? We'll never know. I guess unless he wins.
Lewinsky, we saw earlier, rotating now in a car, and he's inside. He's probably going to want to jump out right now before he gets beamed, and he sees someone. He's going to try and get on top of this hill, control height, be able to see the whole area, but hey, hate to spoil it for you, man. Everyone else is up here. Lewinsky now starting to pick on all these people who've decided not to fight. We see Frisk chilling in a bush. Guys, if you're at home and you're like, I don't play Fortnite much, I'm not very good, do what Frisk was doing. Go chill in a bush, play in these tournaments. You can win money.
That's right. If there's a shot, that means that there is a chance. And so if you're still breathing, you've still got a purpose.
All types of people, John. Look at that mini map in the bottom right. So many people just sitting and looking around, getting big shots, but that's not enough. It's not enough to push on mistakes. Trying to pop those minis, very important. You stay as healthy as you can. Kenny G, ultimate low here, and now mistakes may push this, John.
Yeah, I think he sees an opportunity here. He sees a literal open window because they're his builds, they're his edits.
Oh my!
And oh my gosh, Kenny G is literally right up on mistakes. Going to be pushing up from low ground, but he's also getting spammed out by people from far away. It looks like Spirit School's taking some big scar shots. And really making mistakes feel it here, really making him work for it, really making him wonder if he's even welcome here at all.
Yeah, this is very interesting. Everyone ends up stopping those fights again because lobby focus is so important, John. When that stuff happens, you get kind of scared, and I think that ended up scaring Kenny G to kind of back off on that fight. You just never know when lobby's going to focus you like that player right there.
Yeah, let's talk about this new season. We literally just watched a player survive a fight, then casually just upgrade their shotgun to a purple pump. It's
a good time. It's a good time to be playing Fortnite when you can upgrade in your box.
Yeah, so many things that we didn't have in my day playing Season 2. I just thought that if I had the Skull Trooper skin, it made me play better. But,
well, I hate to break it to you. Turns out, no. I see Nitro. You see how he just stood still there for a second? That is what so many of these players are doing in these these mid circles, John. Everyone's just trying to stay alive, have a shot at that 200. Holy cow, that's a lot of bones. Stir Fry also sitting. Bora is not in circle. Oh man, as we see the map, you see all these players. Again, look at all these players. They're all so close to each other, and it's going to get very chippy here in a second.
Yep, and right around here, fourth circle coming into the fifth circle is where people literally are so close to each other that they actually see each other. Like, there's no denying there's a player near me, and everyone watching at home, you're about to see that 47 number get real low in the next 3 to 4 minutes as players have no choice but to fight face to face.
Mistakes trying to rotate here without having to build, and finally ends up being forced to, but just a couple. He only has 76 builds, John, so this rotation is scary. He's trying to get ahead of it. 22 seconds until the storm actually starts to move. Oh no, and inserts himself in this fight, and down goes the Reaper. Holy cow, mistakes with a beautiful shot, and that's what I'm talking about, John. That's the type of stress you just never know you're gonna get, and mistakes comes up on top.
Yeah, I love fights like this when people are like casually trying to tarp in, and they just end up in just a little skirmish, and it goes quickly. There's not even much time to edit. It's just boom, bam, done. And Mistakes is gonna really make the most out of all the space that he has here. He's got time. He's building literally a bridge into the next phase of the game, which is only going to get crazier.
In your top left corner, see a couple of elims happening around the map. I see someone in chat saying, fight people, we need some action. And welcome to Fortnite mid-game. This is what everyone does, especially with money on the line. We've said it. Everyone on the from our producer, everyone is building right now. No one is actually
Mako's going to be
fighting.
popping a med kit, but it's important to take care of yourself. Okay?
Mental health and your actual in-game health is very important.
Yeah, Mako is doing what a lot of us don't create time to do for ourselves, is just taking time in the middle of the fight to take care of yourself. And it's exactly the reason why somebody needs to become a part of Elevation Youth and join an e-group, because you'll have an e-group leader who will remind you to do just that.
And now the circle's about to finish, and it's revealed itself. The moving circle, BT Camp in a fight here. I don't know if it's going to get pushed. You don't want to give away that high ground. They're not very close to circle, but close enough. Again, 38 seconds till that circle starts to move. BT Camp going to pop off a big pot, try and top off, full health, close enough. Tanned down below. BT Camp in a very tough position here. He's close to circle, but still so many people are coming back. This is what you want to do, John. You want to start to set up so you can get some elims on this rotation. BT Camp is going to be looking back into the zone to try and get some of these elims.
Yeah, and what we're able to see that he might not always be able to see is where people are exactly on the map. That's the luxury that we have watching from home, watching here from the studio, is that we kind of get to see where the players are. And you'll notice that there's most players being clumped right there on the edge of the new circle as BT Camp
Aaron
going to get some shots on him by the young man from Ireland who just keeps finding his way into the games time after time. We know it's very late over there in Europe, playing on high ping, but he proceeds to make his name known in these tournaments. Has come up short the last 2 weeks in a row, but it's looking to finish strong as he's got the gold pump. And he's getting huge shots taken out of him, and he goes down to fall damage.
Kenny G is still alive.
Kenny G.
Kenny G just chilling in circle, doing what I was saying, just finding those elims, John. It's so important during rotation. Let's get as many people down as possible before these final circles. Try and win that money, acting like Vor, trying to get out of here and gets that elim. He totally baited that kid. He knew that YouTube TV Swept was going to come around the corner, and he does. It's almost scripted, John.
But it's definitely not. And, you know, this is getting me excited, seeing these hundreds of players here. It's getting me excited.
Oh no, misses so many shots. Oh no,
Rowinski back in game number 3 here, making himself known. Going to be taking his sweet time. Really doesn't have much of it, but man, 10 seconds uncontested is like a year of vacation here in Fortnite. He's able to pop the big pot, able to position himself to keep on moving. Looks like he's going to elect to go low ground as he's positioning himself to move with the storm.
Also has 6 of those chili peppers, John. That's going to make him move very fast, which is going to help in these last circles. And you can see what we can see what he can't see. Oh, there's Storm Surge. Holy cow, there's still so many
taking
people.
Huge shots from above. This is the bad part of low ground, is that there's always somebody who might have a better angle on you, as Rowinski's building for his life. Got plenty of builds, though, so he's going to use all that he's got in his pocket to keep on moving. Sitting on 4 kills, 81 builds, and he's able to make himself last a little bit longer and move on. This is dangerous, Leighton. I don't know why he doesn't just go for it. Take down the middle. It's going to be walling behind him. Nitro doesn't even know, but there's someone behind him.
This is bad, John. This is really bad. He walked down the wrong hallway, and this is the problem with rotating inside builds that aren't yours. You don't know who owns that. Rowinski does the pro move, get out of there, boxes up.
He's literally snowboarding down the builds. I don't know how he's still alive, but he's been able to make it out these last few seconds untouched, Leighton, as he's going for high ground.
Oh, man, Rowinski barely staying alive. Just really... I don't know how he's doing it. He's boxing up so quick, making sure that no one shoots him, even from height. But so many people around him, and still 18 alive. Oh, someone dies right there near him. He's getting pushed. Oh,
and then
no!
He can absolutely
to Kenny G. Kenny G ends up on top on that.
This man, Kenny G, we've got some highlights from him that we're going to show here in a little bit from last week, because he just continues to pop off here in this Youth Royale community.
Skyrix was chilling height, but now Kenny G making a way for height. There's so many people chilling at this level, John, and this is very, very uncomfortable if you're sitting low ground seeing all these people move around. But nonetheless, who is that over there, John? Is that JV? JV sitting highest?
That's right, but he's not. One tick of the storm away, and he's going to go down to the storm. These players consistently find themselves in bad health positions.
And here's ultimate height. Volshia is sitting ultimate height.
Don't know how he didn't take fall damage there. God is on this man's side. 16,000 arena points, and this player is no novice to situations like this, trying everything that he can to stay connected and not get shot down.
Silky ends up taking out Kenny G, but Volshia still sitting ultimate height, making sure he stays alive, and this is big. It's all coming down to this. 5 alive. Raid is now trying to contest height with someone else, and Volshia is just hanging on with everything he has. No more builds. He's going to have to make a move here, John, and here he goes. He's going to take fall damage. He has to. He has to get out of the circle. This is a terrible place to be, and that's going to be it. Sophus is still alive. 3 left.
And here we go, down to 3 players again, both sitting that we can see on 200 health, and they are literally going to be up against each other here in the final moments as the storm closes in. A lot of things being shot. VCGO is going to have the better hand. He has shield, he has the high ground, and Sophus is literally up against the wall, but with one mighty pump shot, he can change his stars, change his fortune. The question is going to be, can he do it as VCGO is pushing in for the kill? He's got blood in the water, and he's going in for the kill. Sophus is going to start getting the storm on his back, and VCGO is knocking Sophus out of this game. Top 2 gets you nothing in Series 1 because VCGO takes the cake, takes the crown.
Skyrix actually just almost choked that. Holy cow.
Oh my gosh, and we don't really have much time to catch our breath here because we're towards the end of game number 4. We're going to be taking a brief intermission after this game to interview our friend, look at some highlights from last week, and really give you an opportunity to share the stream with people to finish strong in our week 5, our 5th week of the Youth Royale Fortnite Series 1.
Well, already on the 6th circle, 4 seconds until that zone starts to move, and things are going to get very scary to Presto Logic. We've seen a very familiar name. Unfortunate also ends up getting an elim on Sam Fishy. Auto-click absolutely tanks that damage. Logic is now going to make a move on this. And gets in the box just like that. It's easy. Logic up on top. That's his first elim for the game. And trying to stay ahead of this circle, John. It's a different game, same story. You've got to start moving now. 113 builds, it's plenty for Logic.
Yeah, we've seen the storm be pretty punishing this week, Leighton, as high ground storms back to back to back to back. It's going to make it harder for these players to find themselves on sure footing. So we see Unfortunate, the player who absolutely sabotaged themselves last game, is taking kills in the kill feed even towards these end circles here. We're following along with Depresso Logic, who's been able to maintain a pretty unscathed path here, but is going to have to get dirty as he takes high ground.
JST drops him right here, and down he goes. He didn't even get that elim. Someone else got it. That's how many people are focusing on this area, but the zone is moving. He doesn't have time to recompose himself. 45 seconds for this rotation, and it's happening very quick. He's going to chill near mid-ground. Again, scary. You can get shot out. JST has got to try as quickly as he can to get over to this mountain and connect. He's starting to take a little bit of height. Ooh, big shots from far. It's going to stop the push.
Yeah, JST here is still going to be sitting on 125 health. That taking 86 away, and just like that, Twitch Beast is coming into his wall and taking him out. Sitting on lots of med kits, but got a purple pump.
Man, someone else took that.
So much action happening as we're down to just 5 players here in game number 4, Leighton. I can't even tell who's still alive in the game, but I know that Twitch Beast has a wicked flick, and he might just put it to use to get to the very top spot.
Twitch is being pro, starting to rotate towards the circle already without having to worry about those people who are fighting. He's looking ahead and already getting height. He's now contesting height. Beast AFK trying to build up. It's not, is it? It's enough. He's now ultimate height, but if someone could knock this out.
Here he goes, sitting on only 16 builds. He's going to try to stay uncontested height, but if he doesn't build down, he's going to get knocked out, and he has got a player right on his 6, getting chunked by that pump and getting shot down from below. Twitch Beast is able to get the flopper off just barely, taking the 70 heading away, and it goes down to fall damage. 2 players left here as we are getting into the very final moments of game number 4.
It's right here, and this house is going to make it very complicated to rotate. Grandpapa Jan's got to get in right now. He's going to pop off some shields because he knows Depresso Logic is waiting for him behind the corner. Is it going to be enough?
Make the difference, Leighton. Missing his shot. This is not the time. 87.
No way!
my gosh, from low ground, Grandpapa with the
cow.
absolute essential shot on Depresso Logic. Depresso Logic had everything to lose there, sitting on high ground, and Grandpapa shows that no matter what your positioning is, this is Fortnite. If you've got the right pump, you've got all you need.
It was a little bit hacky there. Both players just trying to hit whatever shot they can, but being cautious. They knew that the storm was at their back. Tanking just a second in that storm could have been very fatal, but also just landing any of those shotgun shots early on would have eliminated them. Both of them were playing so cheeky, so slow, but it doesn't matter on in the end. Depresso Logic.
It was like the end of a Rocky movie or a Creed movie where both boxers are just absolutely spent and they're just throwing like these shambles of punches at each other. And you just saw two players miss a lot, but Grandpapa hit the shot that he needed to hit.
Yeah,
and
even chat saying it. He was on 0 health. He got siphoned 50. That's how close it was. What in the world? But hey, that's the type of that's nerves.
Yeah.
Trying to hit that shot and you know that you're the last two alive. Holy cow!
Man.
But congratulations to everyone who we just saw. But definitely Depresso Logic.
Well, we're going to be getting into game 5 and 6 here in a second. Before we do, we're going to interview someone special. But we also wanted to give you a look back at last week. And we've constantly been saying that what we're doing here at Youth Royale is not building a platform for us. It's building a platform on you. And we had a couple players, one specifically, who really popped off last week.
Well, there's one, and that's Kenny G. Kenny G's popped off a ton. We saw him tonight. We saw him multiple times. And really, we're just trying to see if he can end up on top somewhere. We want to see him win again tonight. We saw him tonight, even a couple of those lobbies still sitting there in the top 5. But Kenny G, one of my picks for tonight to really pop off. I don't know if we're going to see him. There's still 2 more games left, John. 2 more games left for Kenny G to make a win happen. I don't know if Arm is in, but Kenny G definitely is.
Yeah, you're seeing Kenny G here with his duo from last week, Armin, and he is absolutely dominating from high ground here. Kenny G was a player last week who took over, taking advantage of the fact the Reverse 2K's tournament is going on. There's a little bit of more little fishies in the pond, and went down though 1 game to TC Fishy in game number 2. But Kenny G, as you guys are seeing here, is absolutely a dominating force, and we love to put a spotlight on a player like that.
I want to put a spotlight on Ant. Also, Ant's another person that you have got to watch out for. If you see Ant in your kill feed, it's going to get scary. Ant still hasn't won a game yet. I don't know how. He's been top 3 probably 5 times. But tonight could be the night. I have no idea if he's playing. Guys, if you're listening to my voice and you know Ant, invite him. I want to see him win tonight.
Because we haven't seen him climb out of the pit. What you're watching here in front of you is footage from weeks past where time and time again Ant is in the top 4, the top 2 even, and just can't get it done. An absolutely dominating performance by a veteran player, but never winning in a week of Youth Royale. And we really are hoping to see some Ant action tonight because he's just got to get a chance for redemption.
Well, nonetheless, there's a lot more action to go, John. A lot more action.
That's right. And I want to thank everyone who stayed with us. We had a little bit of technical difficulties earlier on, and y'all have stayed with us. And we want to end this night on a bang. Our mods and our community team has been talking about the goal of seeing 200 people in chat. So continue to share. It makes a huge difference. And we're just so blown away by everything that's happened in the last 5 weeks.
Yeah, it's been a crazy 5 weeks, John. I never dreamed that we could do something like this, and just want to thank MonsterDface and Practice Server again for just allowing us to do something like this. I think it's awesome.
Yeah, and the growth of Youth Royale and Youth Nation Gaming really can't go without mentioning our friend MonsterDface. And we just want to take just a moment here to say hello to him in his studio before we gear up for game 5 and 6. Hello, my friend. Happy Thursday.
No way, no way. You guys got me on right now. What's going on, guys? I feel like it's a long time coming, but I'm so happy. You know, I've been watching from the sidelines. Obviously, you guys have the best energy out there, man. I'm just really happy to be a part of this project, and thanks for involving me, and yeah, allowing us to kind of help you guys too to continue to grow and get to this next level.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, like we couldn't have done it without you, man. And I'll still never forget the night where we're doing I'll call it a scuff tournament, but let's call it beta version.
Yeah, like listen, and the crazy part about that, like I found out about Elevation Church because my wife loves watching you guys preach and loves, you know, everything that you guys push on social media, and every single Sunday she tunes in, man. She's obviously into her religion, but she is also religious to this to all of the preaching and all this stuff that you guys push out there. So
Well,
that's how I came across that live
that's
stream.
crazy.
It was because of her, and she knows obviously I do Fortnite full time, and she really wanted to get the little one to come play. And that's why I was like, all right, fine, I'll come play duos. It was gonna be like father-daughter kind of stuff.
Let's go.
And I ended up here. I was like, yeah, dudes, no, these guys are awesome. I'm gonna help them out.
That's crazy. Well, hey, in case anyone doesn't know, or maybe is watching this back later, just give us a brief rundown on who you are, some of the accomplishments that you've been able to have in the esports space. And I'll just preface for anyone, what he's about to do, it's not bragging, it's just factual, that you really are somebody who has inspired me and thousands of people that video games and esports and really just chasing a dream that you have is a viable way to make a living for yourself and for your family. So just tell us a little bit about yourself and your journey so far.
Yeah, so my name is Javier, also known as MonsterDface here on the internet. I'm Puerto Rican. I'm from the Bronx, New York. Really started out with not much of anything, but I found gaming about 10 years ago. This is where my passion and I guess career kicked off inside of the esports space. 10 years of gaming evolved into me eventually learning how to just talk to a camera, get real comfortable with myself and the people watching. And I started just to lead by example. I wanted to lead with positivity, and I wanted to lead as a leader in all kinds of, you know, facets. So after I say the last couple years, we broke into professional commentary. So now I do this for a living. I'm really blessed to be able to do that. And the side of which you guys are watching, where we like help people put on tournaments, that's our tournament operations and production side. So because of my experience in the esports space, we then flipped it all around, and I reverse engineered it, I guess. I went from someone who was very much intimate in the corner of casting and the talent side, and then built out that from reverse. Like, how do I build a show around the needs of the talent and the people involved? So here we are.
Dude. And I mean, so like we haven't gotten a chance to talk about my esports journey, which is nowhere near as prestigious as yours. But mine started in Halo 3 like local lands in Orlando, Florida. And and just like the reality of going, for us to compete at that level, we had to drive somewhere. We save up all of our money. We had to find a friend that could drive us. And you know, when I graduated high school is really where I kind of put away my dreams to be involved with esports and video games. That was 2010, and so things weren't as developed as the scene is now. Not that it's easy or anything. And so it's been so cool this last year for us to be able to make esports like a viable part of our lives, bro. And now getting to work with you it's like, I mean, it's a corny thing to say, but it's kind of like a dream come true. Is that a little bit about how it feels for you? I mean, can you just tell us about the World Cup a little bit? The Fortnite World Cup. The fact that even happened is nuts, man.
Yeah, it was the craziest thing for me because, like I said, I'm from New York City, so that was the first time I ever got to actually invite my parents, invite my family, and do it for my hometown, right? I moved out of New York many, many years ago after I started really breaking into this content creator influencer space. You know, New York City is an expensive place. I actually moved to Florida. So that's where I really just kind of got off on my own. And many years later, it came full circle, I guess, and we're back in New York City. We're there for the biggest event, I think, basically of the century, right? Of the decade. Definitely the biggest things have ever happened. The largest land before, you know, all this lockdown stuff and whatnot. But that was amazing. That was such a great feeling, knowing that I had family there, but also just knowing all the people that was gonna this was gonna reach, right? Millions and millions of people were gonna be inspired and reach through that. And more importantly, the stories that have been told since then, like even bigger, right? So the platform I've been able to, I guess, earn myself through the help of Fortnite and the opportunity Fortnite has brought has been, you know, beyond just insane. You know, every day you just got to count your blessings, right? It never really does feel real. It just kind of has happened. And here we are.
Let's go, man. I never forget. It was so cool watching Booga win that because, you know, that was when I was playing a lot of Fortnite. I was following it heavily. I wasn't really trying to think that I was going to win any money or nothing. That was just like my game of choice. And I hadn't really heard of Booga that much, you know, and it was so cool. I'm like, you know, I didn't really think Ninja was going to win it. You know, like I knew Myth days were over. Like, I'm like, maybe Nick Merckx will get lucky because he seems to just be that way, you know, but like, here's this kid, this 16-year-old, and seeing his parents come out, I'm like, that is some of the magic of what's happening in esports world, is that at a young age, kids are able to like discover that there's something in them. And I still remember the days, I don't know if you remember when like being a gamer, you got made fun of like heavily. Like, was it that way for you? Like when you were growing up and stuff?
I mean, yeah, right. It's called like closet gaming. It's just kind of something you did. It wasn't something that you were necessarily proud or brought up for any odd reason. Nowadays, you kind of just say it proudly, like, hey, man, I do video games, or I'm YouTubing and this and that. Like, the times have really changed. Technology's truly taken over, and we're in an era where influence is more important than ever. And that's why I again, with my position of influence now, I really try to be a pillar of support and just try to be the best role model possible for the youth coming up, because I'm on the older spectrum technically, right? I mean, I kind of fit in with the crew, right? With the boys sometimes, but I'm 28, right? So I feel like I do have a lot of experience, and because of all this experience and the businesses I've built over the years, I just try to kick it back, man, and let them know that you can do your thing and still do it right. Like, be positive and push a great message. And grow a following off of it. Well,
I want to ask you one final question, and then we'll get back into finishing the games that your team is so just professionally putting on for us. I love that about you is the way that I've seen from afar that you care about young guys and their integrity and like their ability to like put hard work and talent together with like integrity. And obviously, like the Fortnite space, just like anywhere else really with young people, is like trying to teach them how to make the right decisions. Like, what are some just tips that you would just say when it comes to the people watching, that they're maybe young leaders are trying to build something with their life, some tips that they have when it comes to making the right decisions and being the right person to make it for the long haul?
Yeah, definitely. One of the biggest things you touched on is integrity, right? You want to be true to yourself, really just live and make your decisions with the high moral compass, right? Like, do what's right, do what feels right, do what feels good to you. Always give back to those around you, and knowledge is truly power. Like, teach those around you. You may not know a lot, or you may feel like you know a lot, but those things that you know and you confidently know that are right, like, teach that to the people underneath you, and hopefully those above you and those that have experienced things in your your position that you've been in will give you that same knowledge and teach you too on your way up. Because I wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for the little its and bits of knowledge that I picked up along the way that has truly allowed me to grow wiser and wiser every day, with every business decision I've made, with every interaction I've made with different individuals and their life experiences. It really has come down to the lessons that I've learned along the way, and I gained those lessons through interactions with different people. So I say pay it forwards first and let everything else come to you afterwards, but it starts with you. So that's a bit of advice that I don't think I've ever given before, but it really is a big difference maker.
Hey, well, I think if you're okay with it, we should ship it and clip it. We should post it out there and let people know. I think
go for it.
That's a word. Well, man, I want to just thank you from the bottom of my heart on behalf of our church and our leaders, Pastor Steven and Holly, and just our whole team here, man. Like, thank you so much. And our Discord community has been able to grow. And for anyone watching, like, this is a hallmark of our church, is that we we really, really don't need somebody to believe what we believe to belong in our spaces or to be a part of them. And so a lot of people coming in through what's a youth and what's a this and what's a that. Hey, don't worry about it. We're here to help build you a platform and help hopefully you find some mentorship and community. But your team, man, has been just so essential, and we hope to work with you guys in the future. Like, I know, like, working with you guys is giving my brain a lot to dream on. And so we really appreciate you, man. Thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, we're dream chasers too, so we're here to have your back, and let's make everything come to life. But ultimately, I just want to leave you guys with this. It's been awesome working with you guys. I love and appreciate you guys. It's been really, really fun. And like I said, us at the practice server, my team, everyone putting in the effort behind the scenes. We do this because we love to tap into these amateur tracks, these youth spaces, and of course, anything to make the wife happy too, right? So that's a bonus there on top of it. But yeah, this has been great. So thanks for having me on board.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you so much, MonsterDface, and make sure to follow him on all of his social accounts and support the practice server squad. And we're going to get into the conclusion of Youth Royale week number 5 with games 5 and 6, Leighton.
Yep. First off, I have to be sentimental. MonsterDface, I have to thank him for everything. Just being present during those early Fortnite years.
Yes.
That I watched so many of those tournaments and streams and all of that. And so just thank you so much for all of that. Look like what you inspire us. Like we're like, yeah, dude, we're going to try to go cast like MonsterDface.
Yeah, that's
But nonetheless, thank you.
Yeah.
Love you, man.
Thank you guys so much. And well, speaking of practice server, they're busy getting our teams ready. And
That's right.
Our people ready to get on the battle bus.
Yeah, people in chat are calling out where not to go. So I think it's a big player move.
You love to see it.
They want to establish dominance already, not even in the game yet.
You love to see it. Well, hey, I saw as we were having that interview there that chat was popping off, and we're so close to Operation 200. It's this crazy little dream that our community team and our mods had of seeing 200 people in chat. So don't stop now. People are just sitting at home doing nothing. So text your e-group leader, text your coach, text your sports teams, get in the Discord and say to follow and tune in to the official Youth Royale live stream. And we still got $400 of prizes left to give away.
Yep.
And it's not giving away. It's awarding to the people who fight for it and who earn it.
Yeah, it's a lot of bones, John, and still a lot of game to be played.
Yep.
I'm more interested about the fact of how many people join during the time that we haven't been playing, too.
Yes.
I feel like I've seen a lot of names in chat that I haven't seen before, and people saying, don't go Spire, don't go Risky Reels. So there's a lot of people I haven't seen yet. So
yeah, I see people like Castle FPS and Brock who are clearly new to our space, and they're asking questions. We're so glad that you guys are here, and I want to let you guys know that we have big plans. We have plans to expand into other games. We're gonna be playing Minecraft the next couple weeks, and you and Gabe are going to be providing some just great content and connection, as well as maybe some opportunities to still win some prizes. But definitely going to be on the content and conversation and community side. Later, we'll be doing some stream reviews and highlight reviews of Fortnite players later in this month. And then at YTHX21, it's a 168-hour live stream from July 11th to July 18th. We have 5 eSports events that are happening in that space. We're doing a Warzone tournament. I'm excited about that. That's the game that I'm personally most excited about and feel like I can personally play in.
Contribute.
And so come at me, dog. Come at me. Come at me.
I'm excited for Fortnite.
Verdansk, yo.
I'm excited for Fortnite. Not a lot of people have seen the renders for what just the whole area is going to look like. It's going to be incredible.
Yeah.
It's going to be a really
if you've
awesome
never
thing.
experienced YTHX here at Elevation, we pull out all the stops. All the stops.
But hey, I'm hearing that we're going into Game 5 right now.
That's right.
So make sure you're sharing. This is Game 5. Only 2 more games of Youth Royale Series 1. And here we start off. Holly Hedges again. We see Omnex. Basic early game loot. And still there's people around. I'm anticipating some type of engagement here. Moving around the map near Craggy. Valid Awesomer. Gonna push up on Liquid up here. To you, it seems like he's just hitting furniture, but it's big builds. That furniture is just getting materials so you can survive a fight this early on, because it seems like Valid Awesomer already knows that he's probably going to get in a fight. 2 other people here at Craggy Cliffs. Already seems to be out of a fight. 24 health. Oh, this is money on the line. Sad to see. Maybe some hopes go here, and he's starting to hear some footsteps. Jinxify may insert himself into this battle here. But Valid Awesomer trying to stand still, see and hear. Let their senses come into play here. Hear where someone may be coming from. Valid Awesomer also has 3 shotguns, so 4. Moving around the map. Locust is washed. Also topping off some mini shields. And here's Stir Fry. We saw earlier in the games. Oh no, gets kind of hit there. He's gonna have to reset. You have to reset. Get those meds off. Oh, he doesn't have that wall. Oh no, and almost into his box, and Stir Fry knows he's got to get out of here. He's trying to pop it. He gets both of them off. Very good. An ultimate height. This isn't good. This is a bad place for Stir Fry. It's just an editing game right now. And 60, is that enough for Stirfry? Oh, Stirfry gets third party. Oh no, that's gonna stop the fight, but that maybe this fight needs a reset. He has plenty of minis for this. Oh no. It's very chaotic with shots from far and footsteps right here on top.
Yeah, and he's really not expecting to be in this position this early on in the game, Leighton. And I think that's why he's so out of sorts there, is he absolutely got pushed. And Neptune there really just jumped on his head there. And we're tuning in with the sax man himself, Kenny G.
Kenny G is quite the G. He's been playing most of these weeks, and Lazy Lake has been his spot of choice, John. And fairly uncontested, one person on the outside of... Oh, there's two people here. So Kenny G may get in a fight here, but he seemed to be king of Lazy Lake. So we'll see what ends up happening here in the next couple of minutes as the rotation starts to reveal itself. He is going to have to leave Lazy Lake, which will force some fight.
Yeah, and the reality about being uncontested, it doesn't mean that you're safe from any kind of conflict. It just means that you kind of got a little bit of an advantage. We see this a lot in some of these bigger games, Leighton, is that some popular POIs, which are short for point of interest in landing spots, actually get very uncontested because everyone thinks, oh, everyone's going to go there. And players that drop there actually kind of get rewarded for their courage.
Right. Much like this fight over here, just in the middle of nowhere, McDonagh trying to stay alive as he ends up getting pushed from high ground, and those are big hits on him. He's going to have to pop this mini real quick and decides to wait for it. It's not going to be enough, is it? It's not. Omex ends up on top against McDonagh.
Yeah, McDonagh there, a newer player to the stream here, and we love to see all of the different skill levels of players here. And as this community continues to grow, Leighton, we've already been talking behind the scenes about trying to make amateur tiers a little bit more sweaty tiers. We just want as many people as possible to be able to take a shot at playing on a big stage, on a big screen in Fortnite.
Exactly, and here is this Holly Hedges fight we were waiting for a little bit earlier, and more people are absolutely going to get involved. I'm not sure why MX Zim is even up here. He's so weak, John. Hype is just trying to maintain height, maintain positioning, maintain
but he's
viewing.
out of builds, Leighton. These two players are kind of playing cat and mouse here, and neither of them have the builds to make it down. This could be calamity for both of them. They could really regret going this far, this high. PWA Hype better make sure he gets the kill. Otherwise, he's going to die himself.
Oh,
and
no.
There he goes. Got enough mats to at least build his way down, sitting now on high ground, dropping down for safety, and is going to be able to get that purple shotgun.
Yeah, MX Zim had to kind of send it there. He was running out of mats, running out of health. He had no health, no heals, so he had to kind of chance it. And Bryce X is now on full force against Stinky. It's something like that. The names, guys. The names.
Again, we'll cover that in a month.
There it is, Silky, 189. Big shots from Bryce X, and that's the full W key you're seeing. Can he pop off a shield of anything? Anything can help here. Bryce X doesn't know where he is, getting kind of confused in all these builds, but bad news for Silky.
Yep. Bryce going to be pushing in, and really all he needs is his pickaxe here. This player is just as good as done. He's able to, like, sneak away. His name is Slinky for a reason. He's not going down easily. Bryce is popping one of his hot peppers to just go ahead and finish it. But Slinky is stinky, but he is somehow able to stay alive as Bryce is getting completely confounded here. But Stinky is up close. Close quarters goes down, but absolutely puts on a good showing, as Bryce obviously knows that he's on stream there. And Leighton, I think I realized what our next Fortnite giveaway is going to be.
What is that, John? Is
the winners of our content streams, we can give them a branding package. A player that goes through and shows us that they have what it takes. You can help them out with some branding, help them out with their name, help them out with building a platform.
That's very cool. I love that. That's great, John. Are you making those assets? Or?
I can.
Okay.
I can, and I will.
Bryce X really gets off lucky, John. I wanted to say in that last fight, I don't think he understands that the other guy ended up getting both big pots off. That could have been nasty. Sometimes when you get kind of focused on the W key, you can't I'm sorry, it's the music. It's the music.
I know. This is the most random, weird glider in the game, in any game, in all of the games.
There's the music.
But hey, we've also got a Game 6 going on, and let's go ahead and check out some of the action from Game 6 so we stop hearing that horrible, weird, random anime noise.
Alvi dropping Retail Row, a pretty hot POI, but we'll move around. Let's look at June at Dirty Docks. Very close rotation. This should be getting as many mats as possible here. You just want to make sure you're full mats all across. And in your top left corner, you see YouTube Shady. We saw him last couple of games, end up near the top. Also, Stream Sniper and Apollo's, all names we've seen. But make sure you're keeping up with that kill feed. You'll see a lot of good information there. Probably a lot of names you'll see later on in the game.
Yeah, that's right. And for anyone watching from home who's newer to it or just needs a refresher, June's taking that time to break down that truck, because not only does he get metal for building, but really what he gets out of that is metal parts. He's going to take that and upgrade his shotgun possibly all the way up to purple. And it's certainly going to be worth his time here as we tune in with another player who's just taking their time, farming up on the edges circle, not in a hurry, and that's the kind of play that I like to see.
Yeah, John, it's just really taking your time to focus up and know that a bunch of action is probably about to happen. This is what's kind of scary about starting off with slow starts like this. You don't know if you can pick up the energy and actually fight someone when it becomes necessary.
Yeah, and here we go, Spectacular. Going to be taking the bow shot kind of far away. Players kind of cheesing there near Spire. Spectacular really just hoping for something miraculous. Maybe knows he's on stream, wants to get a clip. Not really sure here, but sitting on decent mats. But if I was him late now, I'd be taking a little bit more time farming up, man. You're going to need all the mats you can get as the circle pushes in.
Yeah, this is a scary place to be. He's in circle, and there's a lot of people around Spire, pretty centrally located. A lot of people rotating through this area. So in it, Spectacular needs to make sure that he doesn't let his guard down too much. And Ogdog, I wonder if this is the other Ogdog that has played with the dyslexic
Looks
Aaron.
like it if it is. It's the young man from Norway. He's been a duo of dyslexic Aaron. Been seeing a more quiet play out of both of these guys, but doesn't mean that they're not out. Anything can happen in Youth Royale, and he's going to be right up close to what looks like a John Wick, but I can't really tell because there's too many bushes, and Ogdog's going to take the smart move and kind of build his way out of there. He's not trying to be in a fight that he knows he's on stream. Not going to be in a fight where he really can't see his surroundings. It's a really wise move there, as the nemesis there, 99 Clout, is going to be kind of making his way around, looking to see if anyone's still in the bush. Maybe taking some cheap shots on people from the side. Yeah,
there's a lot of action in this area. Again, it's so centrally located, so you can get third-partied at any moment. 99 Cloud probably doing the wise thing, getting out of there, and he has plenty of builds. But hey, look, we're gonna catch up with what's going on in Game 5 right now, and we see Zabi just taking out an Elim. Gotta love it that the stream caught that by Clout. Zavi ends up on top. There it is.
Yep, and seeing so many people share on Twitter as well. Make sure to give Elevation YTH a follow on Twitter. So much esports goodness happening there. We've gotten so many interactions tonight. Hype on Twitter. Crespi's on there. Skyrix is on there. Teo, Demic sharing it. Waldo sharing as well. Leighton, it's just been such a cool community night tonight.
Yeah, I really felt like we've grown together, John.
Yeah.
Grown together as a family. We've been through a lot.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Oh, here's TC Fishy. We also know him from earlier weeks, but Hype, again, near this area in Pleasant Park. A hot POI right at the edge of circle. In 48 seconds until the storm is over. Orzo in your top left corner taking out Wager. That means Orzo is still alive, walking around as a menace on this lobby.
Yeah, PWA Hype, we've seen him in other parts of the night, and players taking their time, but is going to be the better for it. Going to be sitting on 1,500 mats here soon enough. He's got a decent kit. Not sure if he's going to pull out that revolver really, Leighton. I don't know if I would. I'd be focusing on my AR and my shotgun.
Now, you say that, but in that moment, you accidentally hit that revolver button, and you hit the shot, you're like, I'm holding a revolver every single time.
Yeah, and just another thanks to our mods for one of the things of a growing community is that you got people who want to troll, and so we certainly appreciate all of our mods, and We love everyone that's
Also,
been sharing.
shout out Chase McDonut. I'm guessing that is McDonut 2080 that we saw in chat. Or saw in game. So shout out. I see you, McDonut. This is
You could really go for a McDonut right now. Available at your local McDonald's. McDonuts. Get the tasty treat for a cheap price and an apple pie with it. I wouldn't eat an apple pie with a donut, to be clear.
no, I just have the apple pie. I wouldn't have the donut also.
You wouldn't buy donuts from McDonald's?
No, I don't think I would. It's a little uncomfortable.
I actually
don't
think you
even know
would.
why
I think
buy
you
an
would.
I
No,
don't
I
even
think
know
you-
why I buy an apple pie from McDonald's, to be honest with you.
I know why.
Does anyone even buy them anymore? I don't even know. I do as well. Okay,
Put it in
there's-
chat right
there's
now.
multiple.
Do you buy
buy
donuts from McDonald's?
Cut is doing the smart thing. He's looking around and taking shots around this circle just to keep people on their toes, John, and maybe encourage someone else to push that player. And Cut is doing this exactly. That is definitely a good move.
Yep, Rad Voltax here is going to be spamming out some walls. Doesn't want to give away too much of his position, but when you're sitting on over 100 AR ammo, it's kind of the right move to just kind of spam, see what you can get, put players up against the wall. You're kind of letting people know, hey, don't get close to me. I like to call it, and in the industry we call it the porcupine strategy, where you're using your AR to kind of send out a defensive message to say, stay away from me.
Porcupine.
We get some porcupines in the chat.
Porcupines in the chat, please. Pablo Bear looking around also, and this is going to be a familiar sight as we near that mid-game Fortnite. A lot of players playing safe, playing for that money. They just want a chance in those last circles.
Yep, absolutely. And they just know this is their last chance in this series. And just like you said, they're a little bit more nervous. At the same time, they have a quiet confidence that this is the one. This is the time. 43 players sitting here in game number 5, all thinking, I got this.
Even the lobby's quiet, John. You can hear not a lot of shots going on. A lot of people just boxed up. And look at the mini map. No one's even looking. Everyone's just sitting in the in the lobby. Look at it.
That's
no
right.
one is doing anything. But this is going to make for a very fun last couple of circles. The more people that stay alive. Again, if they don't reach a certain threshold, Storm Surge does play an effect here, and it did a last game just for a couple of seconds.
Yeah, it's very much so a real thing. VCGO, Skyrix, we've seen him before, taking shots at flame wide from far, but just sitting pretty here in their builds. This is what everyone's doing here in a solos match, in arena, in a competitive Fortnite game. They're not in a hurry. They're taking their time.
They're slow but precise, much like this player we're watching right now, but only 12 builds, and now starting to get pushed by someone else. Oh, man.
Yep, and young Poppy here. That's what they called me when I grew up in the streets of Orlando. And they're going to be showing us a different side of the map here as Rise Saws sitting in his metal, taking his time, coming into the 5th storm here soon enough.
Uh-oh. Flame staying very quiet, and I don't know if Rad Volsha even knows that Flame is sitting behind this wall, but we're going to see it happen here in a second. Yeah, they're both doing the same thing. I also see Kenny G over there just behind Cut. A lot of players here, and Volsha is now on the move. Right now, you've got to move quick, and he's going to get lobby focused, John. This is not good. This is not a good place to be in. He's near the water. This is very uncomfortable, but he's got to rotate. He has those peppers. He can use those at any moment. Looking back, that's the type of smartness that you're doing, and absolutely beams Flames, and Volsha is now sitting kind of clean. If he can get that Elim, he can get that siphon, John.
Yeah, that's great. And Rad Voltax is going to be able to take his health pot anyway and not really risk any kind of danger.
Yeah, and he still has to move a little bit, John, so this is going to be a little uncomfortable for him. He's still looking back, and again, this is such a high gamer IQ move. Volsha may not be his first rodeo, making sure he's looking at people rotating. If you can remove yourself from the situation and kind of look around and make sure you're getting any, and that's exactly what he's going to do to Flame again. Oh, John, there's a lot of people moving in this circle right now.
Yeah, and this is really what's going to be happening here as we close in on the end. of game number 5. We're going to see these players get pushed into a low ground circle. Doesn't really have any high mountains to deal with, but that water there is going to be troublesome as Saws gets absolutely deleted. Blues is not looking too good here.
No.
It's going to be able to build up. There's a great edit by Blues. He's going to go down,
Beautiful.
but for a split second there, Leighton, I really thought that he was going to have the better of him.
Yeah, sometimes those 50-50s go like that. Once you decide to push into that box, you kind of never know what's going to happen. It's a small space. You don't know kind of how to maneuver in those spaces, but Slow but Precise is indeed as precise as he says he is, but now getting pushed by Skyrix, and this could be bad, but Slow but Precise is filling himself on this. He's going to try and get in this box,
but the big
this is
shotgun.
not enough. Oh, no.
Skyrix is going to get not 2 pumps, but 2 scars at the same time. Combat shotguns there, and is going to be sitting really, really pretty with the loot as well.
Someone else sitting higher than Spies right here. Probably that Valid Awesomer. Probably sitting ultimate high, but Cut, we saw earlier, made the rotation, kind of sitting here near height with Bryce. Everyone's just very scared to fight right now, John, and probably has a lot to do with that cash prize.
Yeah, that's right. They just know that while aggression to take high ground or to push someone might be what they need to do in the moment, but they're weighing that out against, well, if I die, then I no longer have a shot. Even Kenny G here is playing a little slow, playing a little low. They're not willing to make the risk unless it's absolutely necessary. But the good thing about Fortnite is that it's going to make them make a decision one way or another.
Kenny G trying to drop Neptune in here, but it's not enough. Neptune is making sure he's holding down those builds and maybe tries to get the roof. Not enough. Kenny G is going to have to think about how to get out of this spot, especially now that you aggro that player. And there's someone else. There's 2 other people near this, and Kenny G can get in on this. I don't know if he's going to do it, but there's still so many people in this small space, John. Holy cow.
Yeah, Kenny G is the type of player who's going to try to make the most out of a tight quarters situation like this. He's going to be trying to get multiple kills, and I don't know if he's going to be able to make the moves, though, Leighton. There's a lot of builds that are boxing him in.
And look at how small the circle is. Still 26 alive. Make sure you're watching that kill feed. Let's look in at TC Fishy. Not new to the stream. We've seen him a couple of times throughout Youth Royale, but TC Fishy is on the opposite side of the circle. This is going to be very uncomfortable. Everybody, make sure you put your seatbelt on because it's about to get crazy. It is the 6th circle, and here we go. Everyone's starting to rotate early. 8 seconds till it actually starts to move.
Yeah, and you're watching TC take those cheeky flicks, hoping to get a head dink, hoping to get some big damage to let him know who he can push in on. He's going to be probing both of those players and only getting slight damage, and he knows that he has no reason pushing them. Really, all these players are going to be right on top of each other. Best Nick.
Wow. Best Nick gets through that rotation unshot. Look, no one's even shooting at him. What is this? Best Nick goes towards the front of the circle with no shots. Still a lot of action happening as this circle is pulling very far and over some water. We're looking around. Killa fighting for height. Devour trying to get him. It's not enough. Killa
great shots by Kyla.
Ends up sitting ultimate high. He's got to drop down, John. He's way too high here.
Barely avoids damage there. Going to be building like an absolute fiend, using the pepper, using the metal, making a play that wouldn't be possible under normal circumstances. But he knows he has to get in. He knows he needs to get central. Obviously, PC player, by the way, as Kyola's showing us absolutely why he might deserve to win Youth Royale game number 5, sitting on 6 kills as Cecil pushes in on him. But I don't know if that's the move of a wise man, because Kyola's going crazy.
He's got to pop off the shields, John. It's not enough, but little does he know, Little Saint right over here has no health, and it actually goes down to Silsuf. He no longer has height. There's other people pulling for height. Kyola ends up saying that, hey, the shields are more important, and kind of tanks some damage there. But we're looking at Brycex also chilling height. This is getting chippy here. We see Kenny G. Oh, it's another Elam. That's got to be 3 or 4 Elams.
Yeah, and right before that, he took down Kylo, the player that we just saw in perfect health. Well, it's not going to last long if Kenny G's in town.
Brycex, ultimate height right now. This is where you want to be if you want to win. He's looking around at everyone, has to ward off anyone trying to grab that from him. And TC Fishy absolutely eats those bullets. Brycex is now on the full W key towards TC Fishy. Kenny G goes down to Spies. Tindy's still alive. So much action still happening.
6 players left here, Leighton.
Oh
Silphook is
my.
absolutely caught sleeping. You do not stop if you're not in a box at this point in the end of a Fortnite game. He clearly has no business being here in the final circle, as BryceX is going to be building cones and floors to stay above, shooting down Best Nick 44 as Best Nick makes a race, makes a sprint. The
got no
Usain
shield.
Bolt to the top, 30 white off of Best Nick. Best Nick goes down, and Bryce
Oh,
is
it gets
still
knocked.
shooting. And he takes the kill off of Bryce, off of Best Nick. 3 players left as BryceX is in an absolutely dominating position as he's shooting down at TC Fishy.
BryceX has no builds. He's trying to stay alive. We even see Tendies with 14 builds. That's not good for BryceX. BryceX barely makes it alive, putting a panic build down. And here we go. 3 people still alive, and it's the final circle. Right now, Tendies is at the back of the storm. He's going to get to the front.
That's right, TC Fishy on absolutely 0 health, and they're not going to notice. They're not going to notice him. They don't know that TC Fishy is just 1 shot away. Is he going to get away with some shields?
He popped it
in
off,
the
John.
final circle?
Tendies' his ultimate height,
No
though.
way.
What's it going to be? Is it going to be health or ultimate height? He's
I'm
trying to
calling
shoot
it
him
for
down.
Fishy. I'm calling it right now. Game's going to go over to Fishy. Even though his back is up against the wall, there's just something that's going to go right for this man. And Tendies has an absolute dominating
Here
position,
we go.
though.
He's going to start to move right now. He's not going to take any damage here. He's just 1 hit. Tendies just has to land this shotgun shot. He's going to try and move around the zone to trick him, and it's not enough. Tendies ends up on top for game 5.
Say it isn't so. We see TC Fishy go down in the exact same way that he took down Kenny G last week. Final man, 1v1, mano y mano. And this time, it's Tendies on the better side of a pump shotgun. And we're going into game 6.
And we're back at game 6. We see Ogdog, again, another familiar face in the circle. We jumped right into the action. Everyone's starting to rotate right now. We see Pi. Pi's in there, and Dr. Phoenix. A lot of people we know. This is about to be even more crazy. 28 still alive, and Mark, unfortunately, goes down in your kill feed.
Yep, and acting like Mosia is going to be taking the camera right now.
And a lot of people just making sure they know where everyone is, taking it kind of slow. The moving circle is about to really set in right here. And look at that mini map. Look at where that moving circle is going. You've got to get ahead of this right now, John.
Yeah, these 26 players can turn to about 6 very, very, very quickly. And this is the final game of Youth Royale. Everyone get on your feet right now. Get your phones out. You're about to record history. It's game 6 of week 5. And this is the absolute upstart new wave tournament from Elevation Youth and Youth Nation Gaming. Acting is moving in with the absolute steal off of Max Damage. Ogdog goes down. He wasn't ready. And a player that we've seen win it all goes down in embarrassing fashion.
Okay. John absolutely roasting Ogdog. It's not enough. The 100 million bajillion damage pump shotgun. Holy cow.
Slick here and Yensti going to be going at it. Slick taking the top kill in the kill feed. It's going to be staying alive here. Pi and Brutoverse going head to head. Pi taking the best of that interaction.
We're already starting to hear some footsteps on top of where Acting Like Mosio was, but Rwinski, we saw earlier, starting to rotate kind of at the back. Again, everyone has to follow the zone. They can't just rotate immediately to the circle, and you see Arielsa here taking huge damage. Huge damage. Oh no, and gets shot, John. He's barely alive. Could this be it for him?
17 health. He's going to have to keep building, keep pushing through. He's got time to take 1 mini, maybe 2, but if he gets touched by that storm, it's over for him. And is he going to go for the big pot? Are we watching somebody take a big pot in one of the final storms, and he gets it off, and he's now sitting in a way better position of his health here.
Oh no, he pushed.
It is too soon for us to say, because Ryan is going to take him out. Ryan G now sitting on top with just a green pump and a purple scar. And I believe that's a Johnny Cash song. And he is going to be sitting here in mid-ground, taking a look. Blades goes down in the kill feed. RIP Blades. Lyra Sting people we've seen in this tournament dropping like flies. There's now 9 players, not just in the game, but in the entire tournament series, as Ryan is pushing through, but the player's going to build at 46 white, and it is going over to Ryan G over Rowinski. 7 players left.
I'm calling it, John. Ryan G is taking this. He knows what he's doing, and look at all the battle points Ryan G had earlier. But yeah, no, Mahum actually has ultimate hide. Could this be the winning play right here for Mahum?
Yeah, he's definitely sitting in a great position. 7 minis here. Not that he'll have much time to use them at this point, but uncontested from top from our vantage point.
He can always get shot out, John. He has no builds. He can't save this. So this is very unfortunate place for him to be in, and this is why it's so important that you're thinking ahead. Yep. You've got to make sure that you know that you're about to run out of builds. He's stuck up here, John.
Yep.
He's going to have to look at how to get down. Maybe he's going to have to make a water play here, but that's his final build, and everyone's fighting below him.
Yep, you see him eyeing it here. He's going to try to jump down. He's going to try to downward leapfrog. It's a yoga pose common here on the NAE servers, but he's lucky that a player's actually building up on him.
It's Ryan G.
Ryan G's actually helping him. That's 172. My takedown. Oh my gosh. Ryan G almost faces absolute calamity, taking high ground against a player who is about to fall to his death, and he gets a 172 on him, but he's able to withstand it. Most players at this stage in the game would have gone down easy on a 172.
Ryan G with a huge shot and actually gets to siphon and ends up helping him, and now he's just crawling in here. This is it free. It's a 1v1, and guess who it's going to be? It's Koala FN and Ryan G for our final game of Youth Royale. Ryan G drops to the bottom. This could be it. It's not enough. They're going to die.
Walls back to back. They're both in storm, but they're able to furiously build. Koala's going up for height. Ryan G can't get out. Has very little builds. Koala might just be sitting pretty up top.
He's stuck in the water, John. He's stuck in the water. Ryan G's got to get into the zone.
Oh my gosh.
No, he gets
got
blocked
47
out.
health. He can last about 4 seconds in there. Gets in the storm, sitting in the eye of it. Safe for now, but Koala is absolutely low.
It's not enough.
So is Ryan G, and Koala wins the game of attrition. It's not a heal off. It's a survival city right here as Koala is able to take Game 6.
And that is the importance of high ground, ladies and gentlemen. Koala sits ultimate high and ends up just boxing his player out. Ryan G, GG's to you, and also Koala.
GG's.
But holy cow, what a last game, dude.
Yeah.
I'm out of breath.
Great games. This has been 5 weeks. We haven't even done the math of how much we've casted or played Fortnite, but hundreds of people have gotten to play.
Yeah.
Lots of people have gotten to win money, and that was just a great and exciting end to an exciting series, #1 of Youth Royale.
Yeah, we got to see a lot of talented players, man. And I hope if you're watching right now, okay, stick around. Okay,
that's right.
Stick around for Elevation Youth YouTube or all of our gaming streams. We have so many more. Again, we said this is Youth Royale Series 1. We have so many more planned.
Yeah.
We can't tell you exactly what those plans are or when, but they're there.
Yeah.
So stick around.
And you can bet that you'll see a lot of those plans happen on Thursday nights at 7 o'clock. That's not changing all summer long. And it's going to roll right into YTHX21. And we're going to be dropping content in Discord. We're going to be dropping content on Twitter and our Youth Nation Gaming. And, of course, just like Leighton said, we got lots of different types of content here at Elevation Youth. But as we wrap up tonight, we wanted to just take a moment and do one final interview. We wanted, and then we'll announce the giveaways for the headsets.
Don't go
for
anywhere.
Those who share, so don't go anywhere. This interview is somebody from our community team, one of our chat hosts, one of our Discord team, who is actually a young gun himself. And we're going to be going into a quick interview with our man J.J, aka Jacob. Oh, what's up, man? So glad to see you. How have you been liking the action so far, J.J at Youth Royale?
Hi.
Hey, what's up?
Hey.
There he is.
What's up?
What's up, bro? How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you guys doing?
Hey, man, we're tired, but so are you, because you've been working hard on Youth Royale. So, J.J, why don't you tell people a little bit about yourself and your part that you play in the Youth Nation?
Hi, my name is Jacob. Most of the people on Elevation call me Jay, but you can call me either. Well, you can kind of guess where I'm from. If you haven't, I'm from Toronto. I'm from Canada. I'm 14, and I'm on the Elevation community team.
Let's go. That's awesome. Hey, Fred Van Vliet, Fun fact, as I got to watch Fred VanVleet play high school ball. We're from the same place, Rockford, Illinois. Shout out 815. I got it tatted right here. One of our tech team, Johan, is from there as well. And so we're like honorary Raptors fans, man. Are they in the play-in tournament right now? Is that where the Raptors are?
No.
They got dumpster
Raptors
this year?
are like the 12th seed. Yeah.
What happened, man? That's nuts.
Trash
Sorry
niche.
to hear
we got
it.
injured and we got sat out from COVID, so we're kind of.
Got you. Well, hey, you're not just a part of Youth Nation Gaming, but you're a part of Elevation Youth, and in just a short time here, J.J, I'd love to just hear you say like what do you benefit from, not just being connected to Youth Nation Gaming, but to the other aspects of Elevation Youth.
Not even just like, being a part of it. It makes me feel like, more purposeful. I'm on a team. I don't know. I just feel a lot better about myself. Like I'm making more friends around all around the world that are all Christian or like just want to learn about God, and I can help people and I can also learn from other people.
Yeah. We talk a lot about this thing called eGROUPS. Can you just give, like, in your words, not putting any words, you say how it is, like tell us about eGROUPS. Like, is it a good part about your life? Like, what does being in an eGroup do for your life?
eGroups are so good that I'm actually in 2 eGroups.
Oh shoot.
So, I'm in Leighton's eGroup for gaming.
That's
and I'm
awesome.
also in the Toronto eGroup. And before I continue, I want to shout out Harrison from the Toronto eGroup. I want to shout out all the leaders from the Toronto eGroup and everyone in the
Let's
eGroup.
go. Shout out Harrison
go.
McCracken. He's our Toronto youth director. He's a great guy. So like how you're in high school or middle school?
High school.
So how does being in an e-group help an average high school kid? Like how does it help you cope or deal with or improve with just the everyday realities of being a high school student?
Honestly, I'm surrounded by more high school students and friends, and they we'll just talk about class sometimes, or they'll just help me grow in my faith because they're also like really good Christians, and they're definitely devoted. And like not even the Christian aspect, you just talk to new people and they'll help you. They're a lot of them are older than me and in different like grades in high school, so they'll just help me with different things like that.
That's awesome. Well, tell us a little bit about what you do for the Youth Nation Gaming team as part of our community team. Like, what's your role? What is the impact you're seeing? Maybe a cool story that you've gotten to see, like, as a result of being a part of this team.
I couldn't even stop. Honestly, if I were to talk about it as long as I could, we'd probably be here until like midnight.
That's awesome.
But I've been here for not very long, and I've already made such good friends with everyone on the team. Also, if you want to be on the team, just message Cass on Discord. I promise you're missing out right now. It's a great team to be on. And some of the greatest parts is that you get to help other people mainly, and you get to spread the gospel. It's probably the best part for me.
That's awesome. Yeah, I love our community team. You guys are helping take what's happening from the stream and on the screen to behind the scenes. You guys are helping connect people in the chat and the communities, getting people their questions answered, and really making the Discord feel like home. And I love that about our community team. And just like you said, Jacob, we need more people doing that. Like, we need more people who are part of the Youth Nation or part of Elevation Church, or maybe who are on the outside looking in saying, I don't want to make a difference. I want to help people. We need more people like that. Okay, last question. Based off of what you know, or maybe just dreams that you have, what are you most excited about for the future of Youth Nation Gaming?
Oh, there's so much. There's future tournaments that I wanna help out with. Maybe even be like, I don't know, a caster, like just help you commentate maybe, or just play different games also, and just spreading to a larger group of people. I'm also really excited for YTHX this year.
Let's go. That's awesome. And YTHX is going to be a 168-hour live stream, and it's free to watch. Or if you're in the Charlotte area or can get to Charlotte, North Carolina, it's free to enter as well. But whether you're here in Charlotte or watching online, it is going to be an absolutely amazing experience. So J.J, any final words to the Youth Nation? Anyone you want to shout out before we sign off?
I'm gonna shout out once again. I'll shout out Harrison. I'll shout out Felicia, and I'll shout out Mo.
Let's go.
Let's go. Shout out Harrison, Felicia, and Mo. J.J, we'll see you around, man. Thank you so much for being a part of everything that happens here.
He didn't say anything, but he's a beast Minecraft player. He's
Is he
so
really?
Good. He's so good at Bed Wars. It's
That's
disgusting.
Awesome. That's awesome.
He's in my group. I love J.
I might see him on
He's
stream
awesome.
in the next couple of weeks, like playing.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, that's
I need
awesome.
help.
Yeah.
Gabe's bad.
That's great. Oh,
Gabe's
no.
bad. I need.
Oh, no.
Gabe is. I'm kidding. I love Gabe. He is behind the camera. Gabe's bad. Okay, it is what it is. We're bad. We're both bad. Okay, dude.
Well, Leighton, do you have any final words? I have in front of me the people who shared and are going to have the opportunity to win headsets. But I mean, this is the last week, man. A little emotional.
Well, I'm very sad that it's coming to an end. Very happy that so much is ahead. But mostly I just want to shout out everyone who played in the tournament. Thank you for doing it. Thank you for coming to play. And I hope you find a community in Discord or someone in chat that you end up hanging out with or talking to. But please keep coming back. We want more of this. This is my dream. This is my dream, being able to do stuff like this. So thank you guys for actually being a part of my dream and making it happen.
Yeah, that's awesome. And obviously, you've heard a lot from us tonight, but we're so thankful for you guys. And this is not the end. This is only the beginning. And what's going to be so exciting, and this is what we've seen in the course of Youth Nation Gaming, is people that were once just consumers became contributors. People like Esther Stacy and Eleanor and Cass and even J.J were people that were watching on the outside looking in, and now they're a part of making it happen. And that can be you, and we need it to be you. If we're going to continue to spread the Youth Nation, if we're going to continue on our path to become a legitimate esports presence, even if that just means that we're supporting talent and helping people get to the top, or being a mentor, like MonsterDface said. How cool would it be if we had an e-group full of the top esport players, and they were receiving mentorship, they're getting into a relationship with God and feeding their soul. So many things can happen. We're going to be at TwitchCon one day. Just so many
It's going to happen.
Yes.
Let's speak it in faith.
Yep. And okay, so without further ado,
let's do it. Let's go through our winners who I see right here.
And we're going to reach out to you on social media, and we'll get your address, and we'll mail you these HyperX headsets. I believe we're probably almost out at this point. I actually have a meeting with Andrew, who oversees our depot, and we're going to make a plan to get all the headsets sent out next week to you guys to get as possible. Get them as soon as possible. But also, if you were one of the winners of the game, make sure to reach out to our team. They probably already have reached out to them.
Yeah.
And we'll get you guys your payment via PayPal.
Via PayPal. Make sure we'll get that PayPal. Hey, but also, it takes a minute sometimes. So we promise we're not cheating you out of money. It's not a scam. It just takes a minute. We're kind of a big organization. We have some back-end stuff that we have to make sure is safe and everything is good. But it'll take a second.
Well, shout out Dyslexic Aaron in the chat. Cass, chat. We hope we haven't been neglecting you guys. I don't think we have. Mark Knight.
Yeah, no,
Steezy.
Dyslexic Aaron's been in there. I've seen him all night. I've seen you, Dyslexic.
Love you guys so much. Make sure to keep this talk going in Discord. Well, hey, I really want to give one of these headsets to Diego Dorito because he's a student in our youth ministry who's not really a gamer, but he's supporting what we're building here because he understands that it's about reaching people. And so he shared on his stream. So I want to celebrate him. I want to give it to Skyrix, who's a new player who we don't even know.
I know
before.
Skyrix. We saw him. We were forecasting him.
He posted on Twitter a montage of or a clip of him winning. I think it was Game 4 tonight, and so many people are retweeting it. That's really exciting to me. And then lastly, we'll give it over to Trey Grado, who also shared. So all these people are people who shared, and so our team is going to be reaching out to you, getting your address, and then we'll be shipping you guys out some HyperX Revolver 2 headsets free through a brand partnership that we have with HyperX.
Yeah, and they're great. I also see here Mark Knight saying, I was Mark on the interview. What's up, Mark Knight? How are you?
Oh, let's go, Mark. I didn't know that was
around to watch
YouTube.
Yeah.
That's great. And our team is going to be releasing those interviews on Instagram and Twitter. But guys, next week we're coming back with the beginning of a new chapter of Youth Nation Gaming with Minecraft. We're going to be talking to you guys, playing Bed Wars, and you're going to meet a new friend. Yeah. His name is Gabe. Some of you, if you haven't been here for a while, but
he's great.
Yeah,
he's a great guy.
It's like in Power Rangers when halfway through the season, the Green Ranger shows up.
And you're like, wait.
It's like, wait, who is this guy?
You're like, but I don't know this person.
I don't know him.
You know what? They didn't know Andy and they loved Andy.
Then they loved Andy.
Yeah.
And it's like the Pokemon trainer that comes halfway through the season. It's like the football player. I'm just kidding.
Keep going. I like it. I like more analogies. I like more.
It's like Gabe being a part of the stream is like if your quarterback broke his leg.
Yeah.
But another quarterback was there.
Yeah, and he's not even right directly behind him in the count, but he's there at least.
Gabe being there is like if a quarterback was riding a horse.
And they're like, hey, why is that guy riding a horse?
Because he's on horseback.
Okay, dude.
Okay.
The whole thing was bad.
No, but that was all off the dome. I didn't make the
was.
connection
No, it was
until I
good.
looked in your eyes.
No, it was good.
Okay. Well, we have clearly been on stream for far too long. And make sure, don't be strangers in Discord. We're going to be posting content. And from all of us here at Youth Nation Gaming, Elevation Youth, and Elevation Church, I want to say thank you for being a part. And this is just the beginning, not only of Fortnite, but of Youth Nation Gaming. So prayers up.
Rhythm high.
Big
love.
love.
Later, Youth Nation.